And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestle Purist Raw Review. Back at it after a chaotic and explosive episode of Monday Night Raw that we're going to talk about tonight. I am your host, Ibu of Wrestle Purist, better known to many of you guys as Backup Hangman. And I'm joined by my co-host, Rob of the Island of Relevancy. An island that I think is looking funny in the light lately. But we'll get into that. A lot of chains looking fake, a lot of people looking funny in the light, a lot of stat sheets that are looking a little suspicious.
Oh
But
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. One of them's from Chicago.
if you say so, we'll definitely get into it, guys. Last night was an explosive episode of Monday Night Raw. It featured a surprise appearance from Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who appeared at the beginning of the show, staring down with Cody Rhodes, letting the mana flow, letting the aura flow, just flexing on him. And then later on, he ended the show beating Cody in a senseless, bloody pulp, beat the dog shit out of him. We got a blade job on Monday Night Raw, a legitimate blade job. We have not gotten a blade job in about, let me do my math here. It has been about 15 years since the last blade job on Monday Night Raw, and we got it last night to close the show when Cody Rhodes was bleeding as Rock was beating him up and cutting a promo on him and Mama Rhodes. Last night we also got CM Punk making his big return. Punk confirmed that he will be at WrestleMania 40. He will be on commentary for the Drew McIntyre Seth Rollins World Heavyweight Championship match, and he appeared last night in Chicago in an explosive television segment, 22 minutes with Drew and Seth, where these guys were just trading verbal jabs, going back and forth in just really chaotic and explosive fashion, like I said. But yeah, very newsworthy show. Lot to talk about, lot to get into. I got some backstage news for you guys and more. But before we get into everything, guys, please like the video, comment, super chat. Send us your feedback, because again, last night was something else. One of the great Raw endings I've ever seen, frankly, and just kind of surreal to witness in real time. Give us your feedback, send us your thoughts, send us your super chats, ask any questions you may want to ask, anything you want us to clarify, whatever it may be. Again, like I said, guys, I will be covering this Raw episode. We'll be kind of getting into some backstage notes. So, guys, please like the video, comment, subscribe, super chat.
Look at this. Look at
Note,
this. This is the amount of cockless you have for Cody Rhodes.
brother Kev bladed on pick. Oh, I did forget about that. But nevertheless, on Raw, I was talking about on Raw. Um, but yeah, so guys, like, comment, super chat, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the Russell Pierce channel. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Jana not with us, unfortunately. She has a new job, and so her schedule has changed. You can expect to see her mostly on the Dynamite watch-alongs. We'll try to get her on some Sundays to make up for this. I'm really sad she will not be able to do the Raw reviews. I am very, very, very disappointed. But we will definitely get her on the channel on the Sunday shows, the Sunday podcasts. Without further ado, though, Rob, how you feeling, man? How you feeling in general? How you feeling about Raw? How you feeling about your boys in the bloodline? How you feeling about Roman Reigns? Talk to me, man.
What the fuck, yo? You see how you set up this question, yo? You see how you set up this question to make us look crazy?
I'm just asking. How you
Shout
saying?
out to Big Bro Dewey. Shout out to the High Chief for doing his fucking thing, teaching that blonde haired, blue eyed white man what it really means to be an American, what it really means to come from nothing and become something. To really just come from. Guess what? We went from having $7 in our pocket, Ibu. $7 in our pocket. Seven big ones. You know how hard it is to get $7, Ibu? You know how hard it is to get $7? And we started with that in our pocket. And now we've grown up to this huge, naturally grown God amongst men that can just slap a bitch at ease. You see what we did to Cody Rhodes last night? You see what happened? You see what happened? Now listen. Everything over in the island of relevancy is going fine. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. Sometimes Roman Reigns, he might not be into it right now, but niggas can't get mental health breaks. So
What are we?
so mental health breaks is fine for everybody else. But when Roman Reigns want to take a mental health break, oh no, he's pretty bad. He's pretty bad.
This is
Yo,
crazy.
yeah, this y'all. What Bobo say? Y'all dick ride, and I get it.
That was a lot of waffle. If anybody could tell me a single thing Rob actually said in that soliloquy, I will send you money, because he wasn't talking about
Aww.
nothing. Rob literally just ate up clock, just moving his mouth. Um,
Ooh, 2.3.
yeah, Roman Reigns is looking really, really, really funny in the light.
No,
He
it's not
has,
looking funny, nigga. Those numbers. You see the sellouts? You see
yeah,
them?
the territory is hot, Rob, but it's hot off the back of the guy that makes the towns, and he's like he said last night. Cody Rhodes has to pretend to be champion because the champion isn't here. That's why he's being the ace. He's being the top guy. He's signing the autographs. He's coming to kids' birthday parties and so on and so forth.
Well, that's all he'll ever do is pretend to be champion.
No, he will finish the story at WrestleMania.
Unless he wants to be United States champion or
No,
World Heavyweight champion.
he is going to finish the story at WrestleMania 40. And I want to hear what Rob's going to have to say about that, because it's going to happen. It's inevitable. And Bloodline Twitter, I mean, I'm the cope that I'm seeing right now. These guys, Rob, like they can't mentally handle the fact that this is it for Roman. These people don't understand what's the actual essence of wrestling. They think it's just supposed to be endless heat. I've seen people say, "What happens when Cody finishes the story? Then what?" What happens, person, is Cody will have a babyface title reign. That's how wrestling works. So the cope that I'm seeing, the amount of people that are suggesting, what if Seth turns? What if Nick Aldis turns? What if what if this guy turns? What if that guy turns? Let it go. You sound really, really crazy. You're schizophrenic. Like, you need to just give it up. Cody's finishing the
I don't
story.
know, man. I wouldn't want to see a title reign from a man that killed the longest running flagship television shows run on cable and just sent them to a streaming
Hey, man,
platform.
if
I
last night's
wouldn't.
Raw was a hint of what this thing is going to look like on Netflix, sign me up. Because number one,
We used
the
to beat
matches on,
Monday Night Football, by the way.
the matches on Raw get butchered by commercials. And commercial-free matches, and hopefully maybe less censorship. Like, if they don't have to mute holy shit, and we can get like a blade angle for like a blade job for an angle that calls for it. Listen, so again, like I said, sign me up.
No, 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 no,
What?
no,
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 no.
no.
What are we talking about? What?
No, no, no. This is not true. Look at the comment I just put up. This
Kale
is not
said
true.
5 billion Cody, by the way,
That's
Rob.
not
Cry.
true. You remember what Dwayne said? Dwayne said, you think Cody Rhodes got them that 5 Anyway,
He did.
let's get into some
He did.
superstars.
He is the leader of WWE.
Yeah, the
Again,
leader
guys,
of the 1.6 game.
make sure to guys send your super chats in. We'll read them up on the screen. We'll go through some of them now, and after that, I will explain to you guys why John Cena is not better than The Rock. Thank you.
Yo, can we not talk why does Cena? Yo, y'all dick we've never said Cena was better than The Rock. I've never said Cena was better than The Rock, so we don't have to do it.
Here's the thing, Rob, you didn't, but some of these little niggas, Rob, I have to get at them, bro.
Well, these people started watching wrestling yesterday, so
yeah, man, these are dudes that literally like their introduction to wrestling is like John Cena versus Nexus, like
no.
Karan with 100 rupees, Rock looking terrifying, Cody running the razor, Punk talking over people and going off the rails. The real is back. Pro wrestling is back. That's what I'm saying, man. The best wrestling TV is the stuff that colors outside of the lines. WWE has that kind of like very safe, protected veneer, that very plastic, like we are within the system, we are within the format, we are within the cubicle, we are the next bots being trotted out for the segment that were created by the performance center that were taught how to do this and how to do that. But the best stuff on the show was the people that stand out above the brand, the actual stars, right? That stand above WWE, that people tune in exclusively for them specifically, and they came out there to be themselves, not to be WWE superstars. WWE is the platform where they're going to apply their trade, but at the end of the day, they are individuals. They are stars. You know what I mean? And that's The Rock. That's CM Punk. These are people that guys who don't like WWE, don't enjoy watching the show, they tuned in to see what they got going on. I know many people in the live chat could probably say this. Guys, if you're in the chat right now, let me know if you're somebody that doesn't really like watching WWE TV, but you tuned in last night because Punk was on, and you tuned in because you heard Rock was on the show. There's many people like that, and stars draw people like that to the show. And WWE for years they discouraged that type of wrestler on their show. They don't like people that stand above WWE. They want you to be within the system. But again, being within the system, it's not interesting. It's not fun. The best TVs from the people, like I said, that color outside the lines. And last night was a fucking chaotic show, and it led to some absolutely amazing live television and electricity. Thank you, Karan, for the super chat.
Alrighty, next super chat, Karan again, 100 rupees. I know y'all hate Seth, but he brought out a level of spite and disdain for Punk that added to that segment in a feeling, that segment feeling off the rails in a great way. Listen, y'all know I hate Seth, like his cadence, his promos, his act, everything that he's doing right now. I just hate it all because it just fucking sucks. But I will say, the only time I ever liked Seth Rollins is when he's talking to CM Punk. And the reason why that's the case is because you can tell he genuinely has a genuine like you said, disdain and a level of hatred for CM Punk to where he actually talks to CM Punk like another grown man. Like he talks to CM Punk like a grown man. And so that's why I'm sitting here like, yo, Seth is actually doing his thing because he's not I'm a revolutionary. I'm a visionary. Like, no, he's not doing all that shit. He's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't like you. I
Right,
will never like you.
right. Yeah, I agree. I think Seth is great when he's dealing with CM Punk because Punk is his mortal enemy. And you know what it really is,
Let's
Rob, is
go.
yeah, yeah. I saw Rob. We won't spoil the audience. We'll just let the surprise happen. But send that link. Uh, but yeah, Seth Rollins. Like the thing is, sometimes he just feels very not real. But one thing that is real about Seth is his dislike of Punk. So you get the real feelings from there. That's when he said he looked at him. He said, "I don't think about you. I don't think about you. I don't care about you. I don't like look into you. I didn't think about you since you've last been here." So I thought everybody was, to be completely honest, right? You can have your debates about who shined the most in that 3-person segment. You could have your debates about that. I thought everybody was really good, and I just thought it was really good TV. It was chaotic in a very like everybody was in it for themselves type of way. Like it was like dudes were out there being selfish. They were out there to like look good individually. Punk was not there to make Drew look good or Seth. He was there to just be CM Punk and get himself over. And Drew McIntyre separately was the same way for himself, and so was Seth. It was very much a fend for yourself live segment with 3 main eventers who were there to kind of get their shit in, and whatever happens, happens. If you look bad, that's too bad on you, right? WWE promos are scripted and curated so that like, like that doesn't happen, and like a guy verbally sells for the next guy. But this was just everybody fending for themselves. But in my opinion, doing that and just kind of like, just you got to either you keep up or you don't. I love that. It's sink or swim live television with big main event stars,
Yes.
all rising to the occasion to not look fucking bad. And that's where egos come into play, and that's where fucking sandbagging happens in the promos. And I'll tell you what, as TV viewing, it is wildly entertaining. Karan, thank you so much for the super chat.
All right, thank you, Corinne. Big Hero Chris, $2. Don't fuck with the final boss.
Don't fuck with him.
Yo, dude, The
This
Rock, bro.
this is the best version of Rock. We will be talking about this run, Rob, years from now. The same way Hollywood Rock lasted like 2 months, but it was so fucking great, right? We are going to be talking about remember fucking Final Boss Rock and like the stuff he did. It's like he's cutting these incredible Instagram promos. He had a country music concert. He cut a promo about Bloodline Rules. He was he's shot on Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, the Mama Rhodes promo, and now he beat up Cody Rhodes in the rain and bloodied him, spit on his face, and fucking and got the whip out. He has a weight belt that says
Guys,
Mama Rhodes on it.
guys, I'm just gonna say this right now. For anybody who still thinks that The Rock is a double agent, Cody Rhodes will never say, "Yeah, beat me up next to my bus, lay me out, make me bleed, and then spit on me." Like, come on, guys. That's for the people who still think this is like he's gonna turn. No, bro. Like he's fully invested into this high chief thing. He's fully invested. I'm glad he's fully invested.
Yeah, I don't think he's a double agent. That would have been lame. And again, man, this version of Rock, like, I know I keep saying it, but the fucking aura is crazy. When he has that stage entrance with the lightning and he comes out, it's like,
Dude,
what
I
the
was
fuck?
like when his music hit, and then I was like, yo, he's not here. And
I
he
thought I
didn't
was
even
seeing
do
a
this.
mirage.
I didn't see him come out and stand on the fucking stage. So all I saw was him coming out of the spotlight down the ramp. And I was like, what the fuck?
I heard the music and I thought it was a troll. I thought like it was one of those
Yeah.
fake out things. And then he emerges from the smoke, and I swear to God, I thought it was like a hologram. I was like, oh, like what is this like weird hologram or something? And then this nigga emerges. I'm like, he's fucking here. And I just had reactions and noises that no grown man should make. I was just like, holy fuck. You don't
Yo,
get that now.
he
You know why you don't get that? Number one, WWE doesn't do surprise pops because they want to sell out the building. But
yes.
also, like, Fightful or PW Insider would have reported, like, oh, Rock is expected to be
No,
at the
because
show. Or
no, it's not even that. Because The Rock can't fucking keep himself in secret ever. He always
yeah, bro. Usually when Rock, even when he showed up on January 1st, you had a feeling he was coming because if you remember, he did the college game day thing.
he did the
And
college game day, and then he fucking some dude posted a picture with him on Facebook, and then
Nick
the
Bonner's in the
time on
background.
and then the time on SmackDown, somebody caught him in the fucking gym.
Yeah, here's the thing. It just usually people usually figure these things out before the show. There was no buzz that Rock was going to be on tonight's episode of Raw. CM Punk was advertised. The house is sold out. There was no chatter of Rock. So Cody was cutting the promo and hip you smell. I was like, what the fuck? What? So completely caught me off guard. Uh, oh my goodness, that was insane. We'll get into it fully when we get into the segment, but thank you for the super chat, Big Hero Chris.
Alrighty, thank you for the super chat, Scott. 279 Canadian. Seth looked kind of sus after Jay went for his match.
I don't know if you saw this, Rob, but right before Jey Uso went out there in gorilla position, people are saying that Seth Rollins, like when Jay walked off, just kind of had like a suspicious look on his face. I hope people are just looking into it a certain way. I don't think it's anything. I don't like that evil grin you got on your face, Rob. I don't like that. I don't like that look on your face. But
Some sources are telling me Seth Rollins knows where the money is.
we'll see.
Sources. These are what people are telling me.
Seth is
Seth
not going to
knows.
do the wrong thing here.
Hey man, remember he was the one that accepted the match, not Cody. Hush 199. I don't care. TK fumbled. TK fumbled what?
I'll just say this, man.
Fumbled what?
I guess he's saying CM Punk. Look, I'll say this, man. AEW's in a good place right now with what their direction and the signings that they got. They signed 3 prospects, not even prospects, but three absolutely super talented people in Mercedes, Osprey, and Okada. And you would think that they'll be able to eventually make at least a few of them draws. And look, they had Punk. They were able to make money with him, and then the situation got bad, and then they couldn't anymore. It just is what it is. If you want to call that a fumble, I mean, it is what it is. The situation went down the way it went down, and everybody's moved on. That's just kind of the bottom line there.
Yeah, like and I mean, like y'all know, I've come on here and admitted when Punk had a good promo, but like to me, that promo that it wasn't good, bro. So I don't know what he fumbled.
I thought he was incredible, Rob. And even just beyond that, I think what it is he brings an element of unpredictability and danger and chaos to the show. Even if even if you felt like he wasn't the one that shined in the promo, a CM Punk promo creates a domain that's automatically different than a regular WWE promo.
I mean, I'll get into it more when we talk about it, but
yeah,
I don't know. Chi-Town Spurs $7. Punk got cooked. Rocky's the GOAT. Blood and wrestling good. 1 minute of women's match time is inexcusable, regardless of how the great the rest was. There was 1 minute of women's wrestling.
Yeah, Candice LeRae came back from commercial. We came back from commercial, and it was Candice LeRae and Ivy Now, and they went 1 minute, which that is inexcusable. You gotta. I understand that. Like, here's the thing: the Punk segment went overtime, and they had to cut from the women's match. But like, you should format this thing and give the ladies more time. I'm not a stopwatcher, but that is
CM Punk taking time away from the women.
Come on. They did do a Becky Rhea angle later that got time, but like from a wrestling standpoint, like just give him some more time.
Hey man, but when Roman does his thing, it's all
People give Roman a pass. I don't know what you're talking
about. False. Hush 199. Not gonna lie, Rock and Punk on the same show is a cheat code.
It is a cheat code. Like, it's kind of insane. It's a cheat code in the sense that, like, they're so big business right now, and they're genuinely like ratings quarter-hour movers. They are superstars. They get giant reactions. Bro, Rock was in the ring with Cody Rhodes staring him face to face, and the crowd was chanting CM Punk. I understand they're in Chicago, but I think that goes to show you like how these fans see him. It's an absolute cheat code, and if they can get both guys on more TVs, it's just gonna. It's almost too much power.
I don't know if they need to get Punk on more TV. I mean, he's taking valuable time away from the women to do their thing.
So. Go fuck yourself.
Caden Lee of the Performance Center 199. Respect Ricky Stanicki. Look, listen. We don't bring that up around here. We don't know who that is.
That's your man's.
That's not my man's. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of Ricky Stanicki. That guy doesn't exist. Tribal Kev, 199 pounds. Fucking this run makes Rock the undisputed GOAT. The Mana. Bro.
Yo, he's amazing.
Bro. I just remember The Rock coming out and just standing there and we were watching it on Discord and everybody was just like, yo. Everybody was just he came with that bitch yelling.
Bro. He is incredible.
Bro, I'm surprised WWE on the site doesn't have the picture of him just like, oh shit. Speaking of Mana.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Help your smile.
I've been inspired by the final boss, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Just the mana flowing through my body got me up this morning. And I saw that the pod was going on. And I was like, what would the final boss, Dwayne Johnson, do? And I just thought to myself, he'd get his lazy ass up and come pod.
Oh my God.
I decided to come pod today.
Oh my God. Hit the flex bomb, Rob.
Oh no, I'm about to get my shit.
I feel that.
Nigga, what? Nigga. Yo, that nigga pulled up on Cody and just stood there and did these. And then walked up. I'm a you know you done fucked up, right? I'm gonna fuck you up tonight.
Promise he couldn't keep.
Yo.
Fuck out of here.
Yo.
We just got a breaking report.
Oh, go ahead.
We just got a breaking Fightful report that basically just said Drew, Seth, and Punk were told, just go out there and go for it. Which is just confirmation of what you could kind of tell by the segment, but like it was just confirmation that it wasn't a normal WWE scripted segment. Chris, we haven't officially gotten into a review, but we've just been talking about like how explosive the show was when it comes to the big stuff, and I was saying personally that WWE always used to want to have the brand stand out above the stars, but like wrestling is about stars, and there's certain people that like you tune in to watch them whether you even give a shit what like company they're on, what show they're on, whatever. And regardless of how anyone feels about like a CM Punk and Rock are the types of people that like I know so many people who don't like WWE, but they're trying to see what they got going on. And the reason they stand out is because they color outside the lines. They don't play within the cubicle. They're not just WWE PC superstars. And they made for just some wildly compelling television yesterday. Before we get any further, Chris, how are you feeling about this Rock run as the final boss?
You know, when Rock first showed up, I was happy not because The Rock was there. Even though I like The Rock a lot. I watched a lot of his old stuff when I was younger. I was just happy because he was cucking Cody Rhodes, right?
Yeah.
But then, when it came obvious that he was, Cody was still going to get his match, I was like, it's still cool to see The Rock. But, like, watching The Rock every week and this, like, motivated Rock, he's not one of these dudes that come back and he's motivated. Like, they said he was in for it. When I learned he was, like, doing, like, 3 straight SmackDowns or some show, I was like, yo, he's doing more SmackDowns than Roman.
That's when I knew he was locked in. That's when I knew he was like, yo.
And, like, Dwayne Johnson's kind of been in limbo for me. I like movies a lot, right? I'm a big movie guy. And, Dwayne's been making some stinkers. It is what it is. He makes a couple stinkers in Hollywood nowadays. So, like, I was like, all right, so he's going to phone it in like he does his movies. But, oh, my God. Just the mana and the final bossness of our final boss, Dwayne Johnson. It's just been everywhere. When he showed up on Raw yesterday, and like it wasn't announced, fucking no one spoiled it. He just comes out, the fucking lightning hits the Titantron. Yo, I swear to God, I don't even know. Was his theme song playing? Because I didn't hear that shit. If his theme song was playing.
Yes.
I was blacked out. I was like, yo, this nigga, the lightning was everywhere. Nigga was summoning lightning like he was going Super Saiyan 2. The fucking Cody was fucking shell-shocked. The crowd was chanting, this is awesome. Rock has been back for like 2 months. The crowd is chanting, this is awesome. Nigga pulled up like Thanos. No, nigga pulled up in Infinity War. How fucking that nigga Thor pulled up. That's how this nigga fucking Dwayne Johnson pulled up. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna say? Is he gonna beat the fuck out of Cody? He just steps in the ring, glasses on, just tinted glasses on. He's looking at Cody. He's looking him up and down. Crowd is chanting, "This is awesome! This is awesome! Holy shit!" He just looks at Cody. He whispers in his ear, and he walks out the ring. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, did he tell this nigga some fucking ethereal shit that's gonna make Cody explode? Oh my God.
Chris, did you hear what he ended up saying to him?
I'm gonna make you bleed tonight, right?
I'm gonna make you bleed tonight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Just for all my One Piece fans, it's like when fucking Shanks pulled up the Marine Corps. Just aura. But he didn't need his crew. This nigga Rock didn't need his crew, just aura.
That nigga Rock pulled up Dolo.
The hockey. Emulate. No, the bloodline was at Raw, by the way. The bloodline was at Raw. And this nigga Rock was like, nah. I don't need these niggas. Walked out. Just the fucking black lightning. Fucking everywhere. The fucking miner everywhere. Oh my fucking God.
Bro.
Like, this is the best WWE run of all time that I have watched from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Bro, he stood there.
I'm like, it's like surreal to see this in real time, Chris. Like,
ew, bro,
it's just surreal to see in real time. It feels like in Dragon Ball Z or something, when you just let off all your ki and you power up, and you do it just to let them know what you really got going on. And the other guy's trying to stand there, like acting like they're not, like being like they're trying to withstand it, and the environment is just crumbling around them, like just like the buildings are being blown away and shit. And then he powers down, and he's like, "Just had to let you know."
Yeah, this shit can really get spooky, nigga.
I had to let y'all niggas feel it. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas had to, had to understand.
It was just crazy, bro. We'll get into it, I guess, in more detail in a second. But thank you so much for the super chat, Tribal Kev.
All right. Alan Love 499. Roman cock envy. What the fuck? Roman Roman Rock envy has never been laced with more copium and divorce from reality. His predecessor still outperforming him a decade later. Brother, he can't do nothing about that, brother. That's The Rock. Like, it's The Rock. If it was anybody in Roman's position, it would like look crazy. Bro, CM Punk was in Roman's position at one point. Not like
Yo,
draw wise, but like
someone in the comments said Dwayne should be head of creative. I'm crying.
Bro, I saw people saying, thank you, AAA. Thank you, Hunter, for the segment. Nigga, you think Hunter booked that shit? Nigga, Hunter does not touch The Rock's creative. He don't touch that nigga creative. He can't touch that nigga creative. He don't got the mind that The Rock do. He don't got the aura The Rock do. Nigga, he ain't from the islands. The fuck you talking about?
I was gonna say Chris Hunter booked New Day DIY, brother. You know, he booked the regular shit.
He booking that DIY shit for you. He's booking some, bad shit for y'all. But The Rock got us. The Rock got us.
Nigga, it's Rocky and Big Gerwitz, nigga.
Rock said, I booked this shit for the streets. I book it for the hood. I book it for the niggas that don't like WWE. I book for the
what that nigga Rock saying that one Twitter? He's like the baddest heel since the 80s, nigga.
Yo, did y'all y'all remember when CM Punk pulled back up and it was the episode he's coming back to Raw? And Hunter booked the most scaring shit of all time for that Raw.
No, chill out. Hunter wasn't even at TV, bro.
Everybody was like, "Yo."
That was Bruce's episode. Don't do that,
man.
Bro.
Everybody was like, "Yo, this is looking kind of crazy, man."
That the post Punk return Raw was horrible. That shit was horrible. But I will say I've been hating on him, but Brian Gore's kind of nasty. I can't lie.
Bro, we told you, bro.
Like, Gore's kind of a monster.
You were coping because you were just doing Cody cope, and you were just looking around for bad shit that Brian Gerwitz has done, or you were looking out for bad segments that he's done. Everybody, and all you got was everybody being like, "Yo, Brian Gerwitz is fucking gas. He booked this, he booked that." You're so mad.
Yo, see, that's kind of what I wanted to. This is what I want from see what Gerwitz and Dwayne are doing. That's kind of what I'd like to see from fucking. Not to get into AEW, but that's kind of what I want to see from Pepperman and Mercedes. Them doing their own shit. Having a Mercedes, I know people hate like verses in wrestling, like the Jeriverse and the Codyverse, but having a little Mercedes versus women's division, I think is the move. Pepperman's her girl, and they did some really good stuff in WWE. So that's what I like to see from that, because look what it's doing for Dwayne. And I'm not saying Mercedes is the draw Dwayne is or the star Dwayne is, but in AEW she is that top star. So that's what I would like to see there. But oh my God, Brian Gerwitz.
You're right. It's like you're right in the sense of verses. Like the Cody verse was gas. It just had the wrong cast and characters. The idea and the concept.
I don't think it was the cast and characters. I think it's just that like Cody.
Nick Camarado made
at the end of it, and that was the problem. But Chris, to your point, because I think you bring up an interesting point. To me, like whenever people did the culture war of pro wrestling versus sports entertainment, my legitimate opinion was the best versions of both of those types of TV is awesome, right? And to me, the best version of like sports entertainment is like the peak like Stone Cold Angles, for example, right? And like. I will say this: if Jen Pepperman, a voice from WWE, came in and just kind of gave you an injection of that type of like WWE wackiness at like its peak, but with the right people, if it's done the right way, then that's an extra nice weapon on the holster for AEW. We'll see, but like I kind of get your point there. And regarding Brian Gewirtz again, hey man, I might have to issue some apologies. Yeah, man. Thank you for the super chat, Alan.
We got a good bit of super chats. Do you want to like go through them later on, or do you just want
to let's do 3 more and then we'll start going through Raw.
All right, that. Black Yakuzu, 94, $5. AEW and WWE are cooking right now. The power is fucking back.
I'll be honest, wrestling TV is pretty gas right now.
Yo, I'm not. As an AEW fan, I love to shit on WWE when I can. But just being objective, after last night's Dynamite, last night's this shit got me feeling like it was fucking Dynamite.
This shit got you lit.
After last night's fucking Raw, Dynamite gotta be gas, bro. I'm not saying that. I know that Dynamite's gonna be good. I think Dynamite this year has always been good. But just for like perception, and I'm not gonna be one to tell people, but people are gonna be like, even like AEW fans, what I'm talking about, gonna be like, damn, they did that shit on Raw. This is what we got on Dynamite. Even if Dynamite's like mildly good, it has to be. This is what happens. AEW fans need something when WWE does something good, they need something to be great. That's just how some AEW fans roll. Not me particularly,
right.
but I like when WWE does something really good because
It
we all
raises
know
the
Tony
bar.
Khan watches that shit. We know the boys in the back watch that shit. So I was like, yo, shit, let's go try to outperform them dudes. But
I was getting live feedback from key figures in AEW during Raw, and I mean, they acknowledge that the show is really good, but like the thing is, there is that kind of competitive spirit of like, oh shit, they cook with that. We got to hit them with this, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good like, bro. A competitive environment leads to better content for wrestling fans. Because let's say if AEW looking at WWE and their shows are complete garbage, they're like, oh, we could just fucking let our guys wrestle and like it just our baseline show is going to be better than blow their shit out the water. But they got Dwayne, they got buzz from Dwayne and Punk, and it's like, all right, cool. We'll throw on this match and that match, and we'll see what happens, and we'll roll the ball out. And again, that's a good thing. What I do wish though, Chris, like wrestling fans would just realize. You would think people would understand this, but maybe it's just the tribalism or whatever. But there's different ways to have great wrestling TV, and like AEW Dynamite, it's always been a wrestling oriented show where it's like it's almost like a mini pay-per-view on TV with angles in between, right? And that's awesome for them. But like that doesn't mean that's how like WWS. That's never been the Fed's like type of TV, right? And so what blew my mind was like in real time when Cody and Rock had the aura off. And then you get the Ricochet match, and then you get like a Punk segment. People are like, there's only been one match in like 80 minutes. And I'm like, bro, sometimes, bro, just watch the show and tell me, is the content that you're being shown good or not? That's my rule. Is rather than stop watching like how many times we've cut to the ring, that is the shit you're seeing good. Like, is it good and is it productive and is it making you more excited for WrestleMania? And I can tell you this, I am very excited for WrestleMania following the episode. And so, like, if anybody who watched like The Rock and they're like, can we hurry up? You get back to Bronson Reed? Like, I don't understand you.
It's the delusional people still thinking that WWE is a wrestling promotion when it's not a wrestling promotion. They all have told you for 20 years they have put entertainment first.
I mean, but even besides that shit though, because for years like the entertainment that they put on their show was bad. But I'm just saying like. They had matches, but it's just like, bro, I don't understand the mindset of you're seeing a really great angle building the Mania, and you're like, yo, can they hurry up with this angle so we can get to like Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn? It's like,
and that's my point. Like, bro, I don't know what you expect, but we get the content is in the branding, brother. Pay attention.
All right. Thank you for the super chat, Black Yakuza.
All right, Hush 199. Really don't want Rock to end this all at Mania 41. Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. I wish The Rock was 10 years younger. Right now,
that ass, bro.
Like, he'd actually want to stick around and do more of this.
If you guys want some good news, he was legit telling people backstage. He was just like, yo, I love this shit again. Like he was just like, this is so fucking fun. I love wrestling. This is amazing type shit.
Bro, the whole time he was literally, yo, if it was 20 years ago, he'd have said something crazy about Mama Rose.
Right.
Yo. Quran, 100 rupees. Not denying that Rock is better than Cena, but if you check the footage, in 2012, Cena cooked him on the mic. Rock was rattled. Rock is great, though. That wasn't The Rock.
I agree. Cena did destroy Rock in the build.
Yeah.
But what I'll say is that wasn't The Rock.
That was
Dwayne. That was Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. Dwayne Johnson.
That was the worst version of Rock, and that's why this version is so surprising, because like he was washed 10 years ago.
He could have just turned heel for the Cena match if he really wanted to.
He was what? Nah, niggas weren't gonna boo him. That's the peak of the Cena hate.
Cena wanted to turn heel, but they didn't let him. Corey David, $2. No cap. This should have been the go home.
Nah,
you gotta have Roman in the go home.
He is Chris. He's gonna be on Raw next week.
Yeah,
I can't lie. Next week, you back, Chris?
Did I leave?
Yeah, like lagged out for you. But anyway, Bro, next week we gotta Austin Madison there. We gotta raise the bar. We gotta top this.
Yo,
We
Roman,
need,
you gotta.
Cody gotta try to kill somebody. Cody gotta try to run the bloodline over or something. I need fire, nigga.
Fuck that, nigga. You got 2 more. What? You got 3 more shows. You got this Friday, next Monday, and next Friday.
We need an explosion.
You got 3 shows, brother.
Chris, compare this Raw ending to the SmackDown ending last week, where they just kind of stood off in the shittiest order.
That shit was so ass.
That was garbage, bro. That shit was terrible.
Doing this thing.
Yeah, I need an explosion.
Alrighty, that's all the super chats. We still got a good bit of super chats. We need to get. We are 40 minutes in, and we have not gotten to the review.
I will say this show will not have the time limit that we normally do. I have a little bit extra time, so you don't got to worry too much about that, Rob.
All right,
read 1 or 2 more because I'm trying to pull up the Raw notes on a different phone and I can't find them. So just go through a couple more.
Jay Stone, $5. WWE trying to sell Cena as the GOAT while Rock is still out there is insanity and feels forced. Also, let's keep this Ricochet momentum going. Well, I don't think that when they were doing this, they knew The Rock would like come back one day. Because the way The Rock was moving, he wasn't coming back ever again. So
yeah, he was moving crazy.
Yeah, he was avoiding them.
He was trying, nigga. If he got that, if The Rock gets DC, he's not here.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah. Adam Legend, $5. This is for Ibu. What if Dustin appears to cause Cody at WrestleMania on behalf of TK for abandoning AEW to start the crossover?
Could you imagine some stupid ass bullshit like that?
I don't even understand the question.
Some straight dog shit. Dustin Rhodes did he tweeted yesterday. He wrote after Rock did that. He said, "You son of a bitch."
For what reason should the WWE? And I'm asking Chris because you're the biggest AEW fan here. Like day one, for what reason should they let Dustin do the WrestleMania thing?
I mean, if he gets on back, I mean, shit, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I don't really care. I don't care if Dustin's in AEW in general.
Word.
Yeah. Who would you want in exchange?
They shouldn't do that shit for free, though. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck that. No, nothing. Fuck that shit. You better they better give us something in return. They better let fucking Gunther do a Danielson match on Dynamite or some shit.
I'm crying.
They could do that because in 2012 they let Flair. No, they let Christian do like a top 10 TNA moments thing at Slammiversary in exchange for them putting Flair.
Yeah, but that's different. So. WWE and AEW got real beef. At least some niggas they got like beef and shit.
All right.
No, but I don't fucking know. Why don't y'all want Dustin in costume though? Like, it's way cool if you be.
It is. I mean, it is because he's the brother. But I think the people that are gonna save Cody are Rock and are Austin and Cena, and that's good enough. Thank you for the super chat, Adam. Guys, keep them coming. We'll read them later.
Sorry.
A lot of opinions trickling in for sure. It was a huge episode, so I get it. We have a great house. We have over 300 people here live in the house here. I want to thank you guys for the enthusiasm and the support on the Wrestle Priest Raw review. And it's why we're going to stay a little bit longer than normal. I have a bit of extra time, and you guys deserve it for a big episode like this. Let's get to the show, though. Raw opened up. We went straight to Cody Rhodes, and he got a big ovation. He said that last week on the media rounds, Roman Reigns was talking shit about him and stuff like that, and saying that there's big Roman Reigns sucks, and Cody was talking about how Roman was calling him a politician and making promises he can't keep. Cody was talking about how yeah, man, I told a kid I'll go to his birthday party. I told this guy I'll go to their wedding. I'll go to this guy's bachelor party. This and that. And Cody was saying that I gotta basically act like I'm the champion. And Cody said I gotta pretend to be the champion because the champion of this company isn't here. So that was a great line. One thing that I really liked though was Cody was saying that I've been saying all these positive platitudes about Roman Reigns. I've been very polite to him. I've been saying complimentary things. But let's get this straight. He acknowledged I've been cheated by Roman, and I hate his guts. So Cody did kind of address that whole criticism of people saying oh, why is he so nice to Roman? Why is he respected him? And Cody's hey, hold on. He's a great champion. I acknowledge that, but I don't fuck with this dude. I don't like him. He's a piece of shit. So He said he hated his guts, and he said that he messed up Roman's plan because him and his cousin wanted to have a wank fest at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns and this is being Roman Reigns and The Rock. Rob, take the super chat off the screen. Just put a pin on that. We'll read that later. But yeah, so Cody said that he disrupted the wank fest the Bloodline were going to have, and he said he did that by winning the Royal Rumble. He asked the fans, "Will you ride with me on April 7th, guys? Are you going to fight with me?" And he basically said, "If you're going to fight with me, if you're going to ride with me, then guys, let's all point at the sign together." And the entire arena, 15,000 strong in Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois, pointed at the WrestleMania 40 sign. And right at that moment, if you smell what the Rock is cooking, and he emerges from the smoke. He emerges from the lightning. He's standing in the middle of the ramp. The crowd is shook. They're surprised. They can't believe their eyes. Cody's like, oh shit. Cody's trying not to piss his pants. He's trying not to look shook. He's trying to stand tall because he knows in this moment, body language is everything. He has to keep his head high. He has to keep the chin up, looking right in the eyes, chest out. You know what I mean? His butt can't be tight. And Rock walked right there, face to face with him. Stare down, aura off. The hockey's leaking. The mana's leaking. The power's leaking. The chakra's leaking. The key is leaking. The the nen is leaking from Rock. And Cody Rhodes is like, I can't take a step back. I cannot look weak in this moment. And he did it. And the crowd is chanting, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. They're chanting CM Punk. They're chanting, this is awesome. And you know what words were said on the mic? None, no words were needed in this moment because the fans knew what they knew what they were witnessing. They knew what they were witnessing. This is what we call an aura off. It went about 5 minutes. They just stare at each other. And the fans
how is there no picture of these two staring at each other?
I don't know. But it was just a standoff. It was just a fucking standoff.
Oh, we're staying on this until I find this.
And Rock walked away after whispering to Cody Rhodes, I'm going to make you bleed tonight. That opening segment was very good. I thought Cody Rhodes had the right energy because last week on Raw, on SmackDown, I thought he was terrible. And he was too nice and complimentary of Roman Reigns, and it was just really weird and off. Here, he made it clear, you cheated me. That was bullshit. That bloodline shit y'all were doing would have been ass. I'm disrupting it. I'm going to win. And he got the fans with him. I think the fact that he brought back up, like, I'm going to be showing up at people's, like, parties and stuff. I'm living up to promises. He's basically letting people know what the world in WWE is going to look like when he's the top guy. He also basically made it clear, I've been the top guy. I'm just the uncrowned champion at this point. But he needed to do that. He got the community support. He got the involvement from everybody. He got the people with him, riding with him. And then we followed that up with the standoff. I know you already kind of gave your thoughts on Rock coming out here, Chris. But if you have anything you'd like to add, just feel free to do that right now.
Well, I just, other than The Rock being just a top level fucking Yonko, just fucking Kaido, the unkillable fucking beast. Just coming out there, just whipping out his fucking 14 inches of Samoan pride in that fucking ring, and watching Cody with his little petite baby cock try to just like stand there like, oh my god, like trying to act like that conqueror's heart didn't get to him, but it got to him, Cody. I saw your face. Yeah, you didn't fall on the ground. Most would have fell on the ground. Fucking mid-card niggas and below would have fell to the ground. So I respect you, Cody, for standing there and taking all that monarchy. I'm gonna call it monarchy.
The monarchy.
Taking all that monarchy. I respect you, Cody. I don't care about what Cody said in general. I like Cody a lot. I like his mind for the business. But I don't care about the whole top guy. I'm gonna kiss the baby on the forehead. I'm gonna do all that shit. That's not for me personally. But I get why that would be somebody who you'd want to make the face of the company. I get it. It's just not for me. But I thought Cody was good here. He's always been a good talker.
Yeah.
The segment was great. Like the best way you could have opened that Raw.
Yeah. What'd you think? Rob?
Yo, I thought this was fucking awesome, especially because I did not expect that nigga to be here. Like I didn't expect him to be here at all. Like I'm looking down at my phone talking to Chriso, and then all of a sudden, all you hear is "It's just Samel," and then all the fucking people pop, and everybody gets up and starts yelling, and then the lightning starts going off, and this nigga, I told y'all I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't like see him come out and stand on the stage. I only saw him come out of the spotlight. So he comes out of the spotlight. I'm like, yo, is God here? Like, what's good? Like,
Is
what's
God
really going on? Like,
Yo,
like,
he
what's
was,
going?
bro. He
I gotta
feels
show y'all
like
this.
he has the power to like summon elements.
This is the strongest nigga in the verse. This is the strongest nigga in the verse right now. Like, there's no stronger nigga in the WWE right now than The Rock. Not even Cody Rhodes.
Bro, it feels like on some Magneto shit, Rock could raise his hand and like just gesture and move a fucking like building or something.
Yo,
I got to get this picture on the fucking.
That
screen.
nigga
I'm gonna
different.
post it.
Guys, we followed this up after the commercial break. Rock was walking backstage. Jackie Redmond was like, wait, Rock, what did you say? And then he said, go ask Cody Rhodes, and walked off with that belt buckle out. We followed this up with Judgment Day throwing darts backstage. Rhea told Dom, next time you're going to do something on SmackDown, clue me in. Priest said, JD, we need you to handle Ricochet tonight. Finn said, I'm sick of you and Dom looking like a fool just because of Ricochet. Just win, please, Rhea begged. Dom told her not to worry about it. He had JD's back. Priest noted that he had a plan for WrestleMania. And then, guys, we went straight to JD McDonagh versus Ricochet, and this is the longest match of the show. We went 3 segments. The crowd in Chicago was pretty jacked for this, and this was the Ricochet show. He basically was just like, I'm going to just throw that ball. This crowd is hyped. Rock and Cody got them lit. I got to live up to that. The crowd is all warmed up with the megastars. I'm going to walk out there and just do some insane fucking shit athletically. And that's what he did. We got a Fosbury flop to the outside in this match. We got a shooting star press. We got a poison Rana off the top rope. We got backflips off chest where he literally does a backflip off JD's chest into an enziguri. Just all kinds of cool ass moves in this match. We got Spanish Flies from JD McDonagh. He did a Liger bomb at some point in this match. Back and forth action, really fun, really hot. It just felt hot and explosive. In the closing stretch, Ricochet was going to go up for the shooting star. Dominic crotches him on the ropes. The referee ejects Dominic. Big pop from the crowd. JD's like, "No, Dom, what the fuck?" And then Ricochet does like a standing shooting star, like cross body to JD McDonagh, who was standing, and he just landed perfectly, picture perfect on him into a pinfall, and Ricochet gets the win. Ricochet, guys, quietly, don't look now. Ricochet is on a, I want to say 3 or 4 match winning streak, so they're heating him up for something. He's looking good, and I gotta say, man, say all you want about Ricochet's lack of promo ability, but man,
who gives a fuck?
who gives a fuck? Chris, talk to these niggas about
Who
that.
gives a fuck that he can't cut a Yo, not everyone in the fucking company has to cut fucking Cody Rhodes promos. I'm sorry, bro, they don't. And if you care that much that he's not a great speaker, get him a manager then. You get him a fucking manager then. If you don't, like, fucking, who fucking cares? Look, did you see what this nigga was doing? This nigga was doing that nigga JD was standing and he did a shooting star cross body. You know how many people on earth can do that? Maybe 3. Maybe 3 niggas on earth can do that.
And not kill somebody. Maybe 3.
And one of them is the best wrestler in the world in Will Ospreay. You know, fucking, I'm watching this Ricochet match with JD don't Google me and shit. Fucking, I think JD's a good wrestler. I think he's a piece of shit, but I think he's a good wrestler, right? But nigga, no one's gonna get excited for no JD McDonagh match if it's just him and fucking
some random,
I don't know, fucking Ivar. You know, I think Ivar is good and all, but niggas not gonna get heated. But when you put Ricochet in the human highlight reel, and he's doing all this shit, he's hitting Canadian Destroyer without a fucking.
Oh my! I forgot about that.
Nigga, I think for the what does JD call his finisher?
The devil inside.
The fucking backdrop driver shit, right?
Yeah.
He goes for that, and he pulls Ricochet because he pulls niggas into the shit. He pulls Ricochet, that nigga hit a Canadian Destroyer. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
What the fuck was that, bro? How did he do?
He's doing all this shit. He's doing the recoil. He's insane, bro. He's doing Spanish Flies and fucking Sasuke specials and shit.
He is a demon.
Like,
he's godly,
bro. WWE fans, they don't care about wrestling as much as they care about presentation and promo work. But, bro, Oh my God, Ricochet! Like, I'm not saying he could be the top of this business. Like he
But
can't
he's
be
one of
world
the
champ,
ones.
right? What you say?
Listen, but he's one of them ones.
He's one of them, bro. He could. You could build a very strong story. Like you can't do it now, but you could have built a really strong story of like him being the one to beat Gunther,
Mm-hmm.
or like he could be a very prominent thing in like the U.S. title division and all that.
I
Now
gotta
with
say,
like I don't know, bro.
Chris,
He's amazing.
Raw's mid card is almost too good. I think they might have to send some of these over to after Mania when like Drew and Cody are champions. We might have to send some of these dudes over to a different show
Hold on.
to spread it out and give because here's the thing. I want Chad to do more. I want Ricochet to do more. I think like post Mania, if you throw like one of them at a Drew McIntyre who's a champion, it doesn't matter what show he's on. Like that'll work out. I think right now it's almost like these guys are operating the same space. It almost feels like guys like Ricochet and Chad, for example, right? It's like two shooting guards, and it's like you don't need two shooting guards. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah.
so we definitely got to see more from this guy, man. He's a fucking
Yeah,
beast.
you got fucking Waller and fucking Grayson and fucking top of the mid card over at fucking SmackDown.
Exactly. Like send him over, bro. Send them over. What do you think, Rob, of Ricochet versus JD?
I've been saying he went crazy when he first came down from NXT. Like he had that feud with Samoa Joe over the US title, and I really thought he was gonna go places when he beat Joe for the US title. But then he like lost it immediately to AJ like the next pay-per-view. And ever since then, he was like people have just been trying to make it seem like they're like the 2020s, early 2020s, like was really bad to Ricochet because everybody was just like, "Yo, Ricochet sucks. He can't cut a promo." Ricochet went through 5 gimmick changes in 1 year. By the way, he went from wearing short trunks to wearing long boys to wearing straight up jeans and gloves for some reason to where he went through 5. He went through so many gimmick changes, and I'm glad that he's finally able to get over now because did you hear the crowd pop for him winning last night?
Big Ricochet chance, and they lost their mind. Because you know what it is, Rob? No matter what some of these idiots tell you, you show a crowd great wrestling, and they're going to think it's awesome. Bryan Danielson was the one who said it. Great wrestling is fucking excellent. You put it in front of any crowd, it's going to get over. It's true. It's true. If it's truly great, if it's really actually great, people are going to get into it. I don't care what you say about, this doesn't draw, that doesn't get over, whatever.
Kids never gave a fuck about Rey Mysterio, RVD, guys like that because of their promos, bro. They love niggas like Ricochet because they do cool shit. They look like superheroes. Ricochet could literally play a superhero in a movie if he really wanted to.
Yeah. Talk that shit. Great match. Ricochet looked awesome. We followed this up, and it was straight up to CM Punk. He came out there, got a monster pop, and Punk said he had a lot of things to say, and a lot of business to get to. But first, he puts over Chicago, and he was saying everyone's asking him if he's going to WrestleMania. The short answer is yes. Phil in Philadelphia, he says his elbow isn't great. It wasn't 100%. He isn't medically cleared, but his mouth worked. He said, like, I know we're not on Netflix, but my mouth works. April, you know about that. So Punk's first little big thing here was basically that, like, he's great at eating pussy. So there you go.
You didn't have to say this. You wanted to say this. Like you wanted to mention that.
It's a part of the segment. I don't know what you want from me. So there you go. He says that, and he said people have had suggestions for me. Are you going to host WrestleMania? Punk said, I don't know. 10 years ago, if you asked me that, I would have thought it's beneath me. But I just want to perform in front of people, and I wish Mania was in Chicago. He said, people asked, do you want to be a referee? And Punk said, perhaps there was a WrestleMania match that could use the most impartial referee. And he said, a lot of people talk about him. And he said, even if they hate me, they need to talk about me. And he told Pat McAfee. He mentioned Pat McAfee, and he was saying that, like, he was like, oh, I'm not a big Pat Mc. I don't listen to Pat McAfee. I listen to The Experience and The Drive-Thru. So I'm not like a regular listener. He said that Roman Reigns on his show was talking shit about him, which is true. Roman was talking shit. And for the record, I can confirm to you that was not like a worked thing. Roman Reigns was just giving his like genuine opinions on Punk. It wasn't for like a storyline. But Punk, look, he sees everything. He acknowledges it. So he's like, yeah, Roman was talking shit about me. And surprisingly, Punk was like, hey, man, he's earned that right. If he wants to mention me, then go ahead and mention me. He said that He said he had a feeling that when he came back and climbed the mountain, Roman Reigns would be on the way down, and they probably were going to meet. He said, Seth likes to talk about me too. He wears high heels now, and he's magically taller than me. Perhaps he's earned the right to talk about my injury, but maybe not, given he has 2 bad knees. And then he said, you know who hasn't talked about me? The Rock. 10 years ago, we came face to face, but maybe he realized his arms are just too short to box with God, and he said that right to the camera.
He beat you twice.
Referencing.
Yeah, he beat him twice. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Punk is basically saying, I'll tell you this, he believes this. He thinks that Dwayne does not want that smoke with him on the mic in a promo segment. Especially now that the main stars of WWE can cut unscripted promos, he thinks Dwayne doesn't want it with him. So that's kind of the deal there. That's why he was like, that's why this segment he was like,
nigga, especially since we can curse now. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
So after that, Punk said, then there's Drew McIntyre. Punk said, and I quote, I haven't said a
GRAs
word
on Drew McIntyre. My fault.
Yo, this is an actual quote. He said, I haven't said a word. I don't live on the internet, but I do know that when you have a problem in Chicago, you handle it face to face like a man. He's referring to because he said Drew McIntyre is terminally online and he's not, which is funny. That was very funny. Punk saying he doesn't live on the internet was funny. He said that, and then Drew McIntyre's music hit. Punk 2 seconds in was like, he's like, cut the music, cut his stupid song. They hit Drew's music. Punk said to cut it off. Punk said, yo, get your bitch ass out here. He told him, he said, like, are you gonna be a man in a kilt or are you gonna be a coward in a skirt or something like that? And Drew was just kind of like, he was like, you gotta watch out in 2024, you're gonna get canceled for saying things like that.
What a beast.
That was crazy. But Drew said, you forget what happened the last time we were in the ring together. I stomped that little arm for you because you deserved it, and I prayed for it and it would happen. And he was talking about Punk in the sling, and he said that's divine intervention. Drew revealed his shirt. His shirt said something like, I think it's injure CM Punk, win the chamber, win the championship at WrestleMania, become immortal. It was like a checklist. And he pointed out the shirt. And Punk said to him, he said, I never had to put another man's name on a T-shirt to sell it.
A lie, by the way. A very clear lie.
Do you have an alternate example?
I'm a Paul Heyman guy. Was his shirt.
I'm crying. That's true. I guess. He did have an I'm a
This
Paul.
nigga just lies. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, bro? Nigga, you just lie.
Own that lie, Rob.
So Drew said, Drew just no-sold that and was like, he was like, the straight edge thing. He said, you never drink, you never do drugs, but you spend all your time in rehab.
You should have said you never drink,
Hold
drugs,
on.
but you do steroids.
We seen the needle marks in your arm.
Yeah, I thought it was hard, bro.
That was a bar.
You can't tell us you're straight edge when you spend all your time in rehab.
He then says to him, I can see in your eyes you don't like me. And you think I hate you like Seth Rollins, but as of right now, I don't hate you. You complete me. And Punk looked at the crowd. He's like, oh my God, boo this man. He's like, boo this man.
Yo, Ibu, you gotta say that shit was type corny.
Well, when Drew was barring him up and he was like, yo, hey, Chicago,
like,
boo
Chicago, don't boo him. Stop him from talking about that shit was type. Listen, I get it. I'm a CM Punk hater, so obviously I'm thinking it's corny. So I need you, Ibu, to say, yo, that shit was type corny.
I don't think that was corny, but he did chant bait later on where he was just kind of like, that's why people say CM Punk. And
that shit was great.
No, that was crazy.
I'm not gonna let you do this. He chant baited 3 different times, and then it go for it twice. Wait, you're missing the part where he goes, "Boo this man. Tell him who you all paid to see."
He said, Chicago, tell me you paid to see her.
That was crazy.
That was kind of crazy.
And then he tried to lay down in the middle of the ring to try to steal. This nigga Drew was barring him up again. And he tried to lay down in the middle of the ring to no-sell it.
You can tell these niggas just don't fuck with each other, bro.
No, it's kind of godly. So Punk said, "Oh, Drew, this was so funny. He was talking about like what Punk means to his life, bro. He said, when I'm in the gym and I can't get that last rep, and I'm using weights you can't even imagine in your prime. I think of you when the weight goes up."
He said, "We seen the plates you put on the bar at the gym.
Oh,
they're not looking too heavy."
The other line, Chris, when he took off his shirt, off the first shirt, he said it took a while to get off my bicep. He said something you never experienced.
Yo, that was crazy.
He's like, hey,
yo, he was barring this nigga up, bro.
You don't got muscles like this, little nigga. Bro, that man Drew said, bro, when he's getting that last pump in, he's like, "Oh, I can't do it." CM Punk
he's like, "Wait a minute, CM Punk is not a WrestleMania. Let me get my Zenkai boost."
The thought of hating Phil gets Drew bricked up, and is like his superpower. Punk said he clearly heard Drew. He was like, I don't know if you caught this part, Chris. He was like, I can't hear you. What are you saying? Like, he like put his ear out and shit.
Bro,
like, yeah, that's crazy.
And that's when he chanted. He's like, "I can't hear you over them chanting. CM Punk, CM Punk." Like, come on, bro. Like, okay.
Nobody was chanting,
now, bro. Y'all know me, bro. Like, I've kept it objective on the show when Punk, like I said, the Punk promo that he cut against Cody when I was there in New Orleans, that was like, okay, he did his thing. They did their thing to sell the Rumble. But like, my nigga, I can't sit here and act like he didn't fucking try to get them to chant his name 3 different times to silence. Like, come on.
That nigga said, "Who y'all paying to see?" You don't gotta do this, bro. You're in Chicago.
That man said, "Yo, he kind of cooking me. Let me flip this. Let me flip this." Let me
do, bro. When I'm arguing with Rob be barring me up in Discord, be like, "I don't really care."
He's like, "You so bad."
Yo, Punk said, "Not gonna lie, I sold this building out, so
yeah, I don't really care what you gotta say about me, bro. So you know,
so then,
let's hear them see a Punk chance."
So Punk. So, oh my god, there's a note here saying that like Punk was referencing apparently. So I don't know if you guys know this. Drew's going deaf in one ear, and so Punk was shitting on him for that. That's kind of nasty.
And guess what? You got barred up by a deaf nigga. How that make you look? Make you look crazy, don't it? Make you look crazy, don't it?
Can you imagine saying that? He's like, "I'm cooking you and I'm deaf."
He's like, "Well, I can't even hear you."
Oh man, so yeah. Anyway, Drew said, "I know you want to be at WrestleMania bad, real bad. You don't have to sneak in. I want you to have a front row seat because you honestly think you should be in my position. I've always been the chosen one." And Punk was like, "Who chose you? Say it." He said, "What paragon of virtue, good virtue, chose you?"
Yeah, that was crazy.
And he baited Punk he baited Drew to say Vince McMahon. Wade Keller last night reported that this was not a planned scripted line. It was completely off the cuff. Punk was trying to get Drew McIntyre to say Vince. Drew smirked like, "You're funny, nigga." Like Drew was like, "All right, bro."
He said, "I funny ass nigga."
He was like, "All right, my nigga."
I see what type of time.
That was a good line by Punk.
It was.
That was funny.
It's like, "Hey man, what's his name, bro? Who's your man's?" They got him on Texas.
Yo, you know they got your man's.
So, hey, that's your man. They got him on Texas.
That nigga Juice said, "Come on, man, I wasn't even there, bro." Like,
yo, I know Bruce backstage looking both over his shoulders, like, "Shit."
I know they was pointing at that nigga too, like, "Hey man." They're talking that's your guy too.
Yeah. Drew said, "You're only good at talking, so I want to become a guest commentator for my match and call the action as I win the title in front of live fans in the stadium."
Oh no, did you hear what he said? He was like, "Nigga, since talking is the only thing that you're good at.
Yeah,
why don't you sit at this desk and watch and sit in the CM Punk chair and watch me handle my fucking business like a grown man."
Facts. Seth came out. He got in Punk's face.
Oh, brother!
I will say. So when the music hit, I was like, I don't know. And Chris, I don't know if you peep. Punk slouched over like, fuck.
I'm about to put it up on the screen right now.
Punk's like, oh.
Look at this nigga. That nigga's like, oh, bro. Yeah, I tweeted. Yo, I tweeted out the clip of that nigga going, "Oh, brother." I was like, "Yo, usually I don't agree with CM Punk."
Yo,
Hey.
it was like burn that down. He went, oh.
Hey, Santos, we gonna need that. So Santos, what you want to do in the match? I'm gonna do my heat segment.
But I will say, Seth did a very good job. He came out.
He was good. He was good.
Yeah, he came out, and then the crowd was doing the song. Punk, you could tell he made a face like, all right, Chicago, stop singing this bitch ass nigga song. Like, let's cut that off. And slowly they started chanting CM Punk. And then Seth was just like, hey man, Chicago, thank you for letting this bum ass nigga know whose show it is, or whatever.
I thought he was gonna come out there on some visionary.
Nah, he said, hey Punk, you heard that? Your hometown chanted for me, nigga. And then he told him, he said Punk replied, he said it could be your show, it's my city. So he's a little gotten to, but Seth said, you can't make decisions about the title match at WrestleMania when you're not in it. But since you guys seem to want to take everyone's opinion into account except the champion himself, why don't we take a poll? And so he asked the fans like what they wanted. Like, do you want him to be a referee? Do you want him to be this and that? Seth said that Punk couldn't be a referee. Punk drops down and then he counts to three with Punk counts to three with his other arm. But Punk did say like, he's like, I'm not gonna lie, I could not be impartial with you two dipshits. And then Drew grabs the mic and goes,
look at this grown man.
Punk calls Drew and Seth dipshits, and Seth said, and Drew goes, PG, brother.
He's like, hey, bitch ass nigga, watch your mouth.
He's like, PG, brother. This segment was awesome. And, oh my god. Seth said, this was funny. Seth was like, you know what I think about you, Punk? And Punk was like, no. He said, where is it? Do you want to know what I think about you? And then Punk said, nope.
He's like, no.
Said, no, I don't. And he said, I don't think anything about you. Matter of fact, you haven't crossed my mind since the last time we were in the ring together. I don't give a damn about you. That's just shoot feelings, by the way. He said, if you want to be a referee or commentary, it doesn't matter to me. Funny thing to me is you talk about everyone needing you, but the fact is you need me to have a moment at WrestleMania.
You weren't going to be there until I let you be there.
And then he said, I like the idea of commentary because the irony of CM Punk narrating my finest hour has not been lost on me. And that's about as close to a world championship as you're ever going to get again.
Oh my God.
He said, and then he told Punk, do whatever you want at WrestleMania, but stay out of my way. And Punk said, okay, it's decided. I'll put some cans on, sit next to Cole and McAfee, do a little commentary at WrestleMania, and I guarantee I'll do something my 10-year absence from this company could never do, and that's make you two interesting. And he was walking off he walked off with that line, and Drew got mad as fuck, and he stood up, and he was like, no, you don't have to go home line. He's like, fuck that nigga music. No, fuck that nigga.
Fuck that nigga music. He said, hey, pussy.
And he said, I want to make one thing clear. The only thing I'm obsessed with is the title. You're obsessed with me. You watch me on social media. You watch me on TV because I'm living your dream. He said, I'm living your dream. And as he's saying this, Punk is walking away from him, bro. He didn't even sell it. He was like, I'm not listening to this fuck, nigga. I'm done with my segment. And Drew's like, no, nigga, don't leave. And so he said that. And then we got some physicality. Seth Rollins super kicked and curb stomped Drew. And he walks by CM Punk.
He super kicked and curb stomped and ran away.
My goodness. I don't care who you thought did the best in this segment. All I'm going to say is it was three niggas out there for themselves, fending for themselves, not worried about how the other guy looked. They're protecting themselves and trying to make sure they look like stars. And it was just three dudes, no script. They threw the ball up, and they were just talking shit. And wildly entertaining. I get why companies don't like to do this too much because you don't want like someone to look bad or like get sandbagged or it's counterproductive to a book or to a build and stuff like that. And so neither WWE or AEW really like letting people do this completely like open like that. But in certain situations, you do have to just kind of trust people and hope it doesn't go too off the rails.
Yeah.
It makes for a compelling fucking TV. And I just thought this was a great and super entertaining segment. I'll let Chris get into what did you think of the individual performances within this segment. Chris, what did you think?
All right, so this is how I would rank the individual promos. Drew was one because he got that nigga Punk rattled crazy. He got that nigga Punk rattled crazily, right? And he got the last line. And then I'm just gonna put a tie in the 2 spot. CM Punk might have the edge, but I'm gonna put a tie just because Seth Rollins was serious and he wasn't doing his.
You see how much better, Chris? You see how much better he's when he's just being normal.
Yeah, I tweeted. I was like, "Yo, when he's not doing his bisexual Joker shit, he's pretty fucking good at talking."
Yeah, he's a pretty good promo.
He's pretty good, but that's just gonna change. He's gonna go right back to it next week. But yeah, I put them at a tie. Punk probably with the edge, just because he said that Vince line, and that shit had me crying.
That was so funny. He was like, "Hey, who co-signed you, nigga?"
Okay, so if we're doing a tier, basically a tier of who, for me, it goes Drew, then Seth, then Punk. I thought Punk did the worst, bro. It's just like he can be rattled. It's never a bad thing to be a completely bad thing to be rattled, but to get rattled and start basically throwing a tantrum in the middle of the ring like he did last night was crazy, even for CM Punk standards. Like, that was fucking crazy. He just basically threw a tantrum in the middle of the ring and was like, "Yo, pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Yo, pay attention to that."
Yep. I thought the segment was excellent. I'm glad Punk is at Mania. I'm glad he's not a referee because I feel like he would have been taking too much attention away from the match. But here he can still be involved without being the referee. So yeah, I thought this was great all around. After this segment, guys, Shinsuke cut a promo on Jey Uso. And then we had Ivy Nile and Candice LeRae. No entrances. It went 1 minute. And the gist of this was Candice LeRae is cheating. She's a heel, and she's being opportunistic with the cheating. I believe she feigned an injury, and the referee was checking on her, and then she got a quick roll-up win on Ivy Nile. And Indy Hartwell was like so flabbergasted that her friend is like just becoming a bad person. We were backstage with New Day and DIY, and they were ribbing each other, and they got mad and angry at each other. But the general thing here is DIY and New Day were going to have a match. And so we came back from commercial break, and this was a 2-segment match, DIY and New Day. The action was good because these teams are good, but it didn't get out of like the second gear, and it really never got a chance to because after the second commercial break, we got a quick DQ. I can give you guys a quick report. They had to rush to a DQ because they didn't have time. Like, they had to end this match by the second segment that it had, but they wanted it to go longer and have a finish, I believe. And so because they had a 1 minute window to do that, Hunter basically called us and go, just do the fucking DQ and do a beatdown, even though they're going to do the beatdown after the match. So they had to kind of change that on the fly. Like, it basically was going to be DIY wins, then a beatdown. And then they went, nah, just do the beatdown and the DQ. But the Judgment Day were beating down the New Day and DIY, and R-Truth was on commentary. And this is actually kind of cute. He was like, "Hey, cut the commercial. And they're like, "Nah, nigga, you next." And then R-Truth starts beating up on the Judgment Day guys, and the crowd is going and getting into it. Miz rushes in. He tries to get some licks in. He gets his ass whooped. R-Truth ate a nasty razor's edge, and Judgment Day stood tall. Next week on Raw and Barclays Center, they're doing Johnny Gargano, Ciampa, Woods, and Kofi versus the full 4-man Judgment Day unit. That should be very fun. And as an angle and this is just the build of the tag ladder match. I was totally fine with all this stuff. I'm fine with the Awesome Truth now that they're not getting the singles tag. But do you guys have any opinions on this?
No.
Rob is on the wrong picture.
No, I was basically, no, you were speeding through it. I thought you were just gonna start talking about Andrade, but no,
I'm going in order. I'm just yeah. So I thought it was a solid tag angle to build to the tag ladder match.
Yeah, the angle was great. But
Jackie was interviewing Cody Rhodes. She asked him what Rock said, and Cody said, "I'm sorry, Jackie. It's not something I'd rather repeat, but I can tell you it's a promise he can't keep." And keep that in the context of what Rock said. Cody basically said he cannot make me bleed tonight. We had a Gunther interview with Sami Zayn. Gunther said he'd have talked to Sami last week, but Sami stormed off like an angry child. He said, "Those words meant nothing to me. Sami doesn't believe he can beat me. We're in Chicago tonight. Thousands of chubby nerds out there just like Sami, and none of them believe he can beat me. I don't believe Sami can beat Bronson Reed tonight either." He was asked if he'd be out there scouting. And Gunther repeated with a smirk, I don't think Sami can beat Bronson Reed tonight. We then follow up with a Andrade Giovanni Vinci match. This is a fairly brief 2-segment showcase match, but even in this brief 2-segment match, Andrade does a Urihara moonsault. He did his double moonsault off the top rope into the second standing one, into like a splash in the ring. They traded overhand chops. Andrade did the C chance with the fists, and he did the double knees to the corner. Vinci did his running crossbody splash on Andrade. Again, they traded overhand chops. Andrade did his spinning back elbow, that really vicious one that he does where he falls back. And then he debuted a new finisher, which is basically a double underhook. Like, let me see if I can get the exact name here. It's a double underhook twisting neck breaker, and it's called The Message. Funny enough, Angelo Dawkins does this move as a transition move in his comeback. Like when Dawkins does his hot tag, he does this move. So they're gonna have to have a conversation about that.
Yo, just keep doing the fucking
with the hammerlock DDC.
That's I hate moves like that. Other than Stormbreaker.
Really?
But bro, especially like the fucking underarm DDT, the fucking hammerlock DDT is so much more brutal. It's so much better.
You think so?
Yeah, you think you like the new finisher better?
A little bit. You know what I feel like in modern day, the best DDC finisher is like an elevated one. Like I think the glorious DDC that Bobby Roode does is gas, where like you lock it in and you kind of lift them and fall with them. I like that. But like a hammerlock one where you just kind of set it up and it looks.
Yeah, I guess the setup fucking sucks. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I gotta keep seeing it. I guess.
I don't know, bro. It's just it's a fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. Worth mentioning earlier on the show, backstage I think it was during New Day's backstage talk with DIY. Paul Heyman was seen backstage talking to Drew McIntyre, and given what happened later in the show, it's likely that Heyman was saying like, "Yo, we're about to jump these niggas, so you take care of Seth Rollins." And Drew was like, "Bet, beat up Seth, sure." So they were seen talking. I thought Andrade looked good here, man. He's a great wrestler. He's a genuinely great wrestler. I understand that they couldn't give this too much more time because like Vinci, like in the grand scheme of things, like he's just kind of a guy, and you can't have him go back and forth with Andrade. But I thought Andrade looked good here. Chris, are you a fan of Andrade as a wrestler?
Yeah, I like Andrade a lot as a wrestler. His last couple of months at AEW was like really, really good.
Yeah,
I wish he stayed. I wish they could have worked something out, but he didn't.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in that the Mexican tag at WrestleMania.
Yep.
And I'm calling it that just because every male Mexican on the roster is going to be in that tag. So that's crazy.
Later on in the night, Chris, I noticed this when I was re-skimming through the show to get some notes, and Andrade was backstage talking to Dominic, like they were negotiating something. And Dominic, you last saw him talking with Santos. So what I didn't think about was like maybe Andrade might be on the heel team. I wouldn't mind. I don't care, but that'd be interesting if Andrade's on the heel team.
You remember at the Royal Rumble where Santos and Andrade had a little segment?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's gonna swerve him and team with Ray. Actually, the heel side. So the face side is gonna be Ray, Riley, and
probably like the
other two LWO guys. How much is that? That's 4.
That's 4. And if you want to add Carlito, it's 5. It's up to you.
You're looking to add Carlito, so that's 5. So I guess Andrade would have to be on the heel team.
Because then it was Garza's,
Dom,
and then it's 5.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Good showing. After this, Rhea and Dom came out. Big mommy chance. She was saying she felt like she wasn't getting attention from a certain someone. She's talking about Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch has been so busy with Liv Morgan and Nia Jax. And Rhea's like, nigga, bitch, we got a match coming up. Becky Lynch came out. Oh, no. Rhea said, Becky continues to fight week after week. And honestly, I could have gotten her attention quite easily by attacking her. But no, I decided to be respectful. But now I'm just getting impatient. WrestleMania is around the corner, and Becky should be giving me her full attention. Dom took the mic and said, I agree. Becky came out. Big smoke in the entrance and all that type of stuff. And she was talking shit to Rhea. One of the things she said to her was she was saying that, like, while you've been posting your ass online, I've been busting my ass week in and week out, like at work. And she's talking about, like, what this means to her. Yeah, she said that there'll always be someone stronger and younger, but longevity in this business is about survival. Eventually, you won't be the chosen one anymore. And at WrestleMania, I'll give you a new experience. Uh, Rhea said, "You're a survivor. You remind me of something like a cockroach. You're hard to kill, but it's not impossible. I won't take it that far at WrestleMania." She said. She said, "Hope not." Oh no, she said, she wanted to leave her alive so Becky could sit next to her daughter on the couch and listen to her daughter call Rhea mommy. This got big mommy chants. Rhea had like a big smirk on her face, and Rhea and Becky Lynch got emotional. She said that that was your one pass, and if you ever mention my daughter again, it'll be the last words you ever say. She said, "That's not funny to me. My dad never got to meet my daughter, and I know he was proud of everything I've done in this ring. And I know that what he'd be most proud of was the mother that I've become. And that might be a joke to you, but that's not a joke to me." She said, and you say you didn't attack me out of respect. There's nothing respectful about you. And after WrestleMania, neither of us will ever be the same again. Dom got in Becky's face. She punches Dom, and then basically Rhea and Becky have a pull apart brawl around the ring, and then they get separated. And I'll say this: I thought Becky Lynch getting like serious like that was good. I'm not gonna say this is like an amazing angle, but I thought it was a good one, and I'm glad it got physical. I like that Becky's characters right now is just kind of based on like the very reality of her in WWE at this point, where it's just she's trying to stay at the top. She's trying to stay ahead of things. She's trying to stay in the main event scene as she's aging, as she's being a mother, and this and that. And again, Rhea Ripley, it's almost like she's hanging in based off talent. She's just so talented. She's the young horse. She's the popular one, and that's why she can just kind of coast, so to speak, right? Becky Lynch is the workhorse, and it's almost like she's doing this to stay in form, stay in shape, stay active, right? And so I actually kind of like that story. It's almost not the exact same, but it's almost Tanahashi Okada 2016-ish to me. And Becky's the veteran who used to be on top, but she has to do more to kind of stay at the level that she's maintaining right now. So the match on the night, I think, is going to be very good. As a segment, I thought this was solid. What did you think of this, Rob?
Oh, I love this segment. I love that they finally have had basically a time to go, basically line for line, bar for bar, and at this point in the game, that's exactly what they did. It helped me get excited for the match. I really didn't like the whole daughter thing. I didn't really think that was like, but it is what it is. You do what you got to do. Um, but yeah, fucking, I love this segment. They're gonna do great. I think the match genuinely could be amazing. The match genuinely could be amazing. I think
I
it'll
think
be
people are
great,
sleeping on it. I think it's going to be really, really good.
bro. Because
It's gonna be
because
pretty bad.
bro, you haven't seen Rhea like really have good match, bro. Because she's going up against fucking, like, come on, like, she's going up against fucking Zoe Stark, who has no heat, who nobody knows in Chicago. Come on.
Mm. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. We followed this up with Sami Zayn and Chad Gable backstage. And Chad was like, "Yo, I want to kind of talk to you about how things ended last week." And Sammy said, "It's fine. You said what's in your heart. I get it. You don't think I could beat Gunther. Gunther doesn't think so. He doesn't even think I can beat Bronson Reed." And Chad said, "No, it's not about Gunther. It's about Bronson. He wants you to look past Bronson, but I need you to concentrate on the now. Get your head out of your ass and take out Bronson." And Sammy said, "You know what? You're right. Thank you," and shook his hand. We had a Sammy Bronson rematch, and I don't know about y'all. I thought this was like low key, quietly pretty good. Like it was physical, and basically Sammy was just kind of like working the big man. It was a classic big man little man match where Sammy's trying to kind of wear him down, and get these hope spots. But Bronson's kind of overcoming him with just sheer mass. If you notice, Bronson like his nose gets bloodied because it got kind of physical, and there were a lot of heavy chops in there. Bronson does this one big overhand Brody King style chop to Sammy's chest that Sammy sold really well. Sammy did a tope to the outside. Sammy tried to get Bronson up for a Michinoku driver, but he was overcome by the weight. Gunther is on the ramp watching Sami Zayn, and Sammy clearly is in his own head at this point. He gets Bronson with a big lariat, and he goes to the corner looking for the haluva kick, and he misses it. And Bronson Reed hits him with a senton backsplash, goes up for the tsunami. And at this point, I'm like, wow, is Sammy going to be the first guy to ever kick out of the tsunami? Because nobody has ever kicked out of the tsunami. Bronson does the splash and beats Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn loses to Bronson Reed. And immediately on commentary, Michael Cole is saying like, "Yo, Sami's cooked. Like he's in his own head. He's very distracted right now. He's fucked up mentally, and it's led to him losing to Bronson Reed because he was looking past him. So the prophecy came true there, and then backstage, he was pissed. He was pissed off, and he's throwing bottles. He's mad and shit. And Chad walked up to him, and he said, "You're one of the best I've ever been in the ring with, but with Gunther, it's mental. If you want to get to the other side of WrestleMania with your hand raised, you need a different approach. And if it's another approach you need, we can talk." So this nigga on some Nick Fury shit, he said, "I got the Alpha Academy initiative." And Sami Zayn shook his hand. What do you think of these developments, Chris? And where do you think this is leading to?
Oh, before someone in the chat said, "Chris, what's my name?" I don't know, bro. It's probably something, but my bad. Yeah, it's probably something, bro. I didn't care about the Bronson Reed Sami match. I don't like Bronson Reed. He does not interest me whatsoever. His style does not interest me whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. I wish he was a little more like I don't know if it's violent or gritty or like.
Bro, he always compares himself to Bam Bam Bigelow and fucking Vader. What do you do that's anything like either of those two men? You don't throw strong punches. You don't throw strong strikes. You don't do flips. You fucking. What do you do?
I don't actually think he's trash, but I feel like he should be better than he is. You know what I mean? And beyond that, he's not like menacing. Like Samoa Joe can get away with sometimes like slowing down like in the ring because he just has so much aura and he feels menacing. He feels like a killer in there. I'm not afraid of Bronson when he wrestles. You know what I mean? So
yo, they was trying. Remember they was trying to call that nigga the thick boy, bro.
That was kind of crazy. Yeah,
that shit was just, like.
Go ahead.
We're grown people. I didn't like this. I like the match. I didn't like the finish personally. I get it, the story that they're telling with Gunther and Sami, where it's basically like Gunther's getting in his head, but like I just don't believe that realistically people should be like losing going into their Mania matches. It makes them kind of look crazy. Like we've basically gotten over the whole Sami Zayn loses again role when he basically won the fucking shot to get to WrestleMania. I don't like how Chad Gable has basically just been thrown to the side, and he's basically a coach.
Is he not going to be at Mania? Like, is he not going to have a match?
Well, I mean, we'll see. Because here's the thing: they're also heating up. They're heating up Ricochet too, and Bronson Reed when he won the match, Chris, he was saying I should be at WrestleMania. And after the show, he cut a promo where he was saying like, "Where's my WrestleMania match?" And so I'm beginning to suspect they might just throw the Raw mid card in some type of match to decide who's next for Gunther.
Andre the Giant, baby.
Hopefully not the Andre the Giant. Hopefully not.
Andre the Giant, baby.
I'm not trying to.
I was trying to see Bronson Reed at Mania, bro.
Chad Gable just did a multi-man Bumblefuck and Ricochet.
What I will say is this is not even on some cope shit. Genuinely, battle royals are very whatever. The AEW ones that end with like the one that ended with Orange Cassidy and Swerve was great. Do you remember, Rob, at SummerSlam, the Slim Jim Battle Royal? I was gonna say that one was like quietly really good.
Yeah.
And so I do think there's a way to make an Andre the Giant match like meaningful. Like I think you'd have to literally make it like this year. You got to cash in that thing for like a title shot or some shit, or something like that. Like you got a shot at Gunther at the Raw after Mania or something. But I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see.
Justice for Chad Gable, but
absolutely. All right. So what else did I miss here? Yeah, Jey Uso cut a promo on Nakamura, and then Jimmy and Solo came into frame. So the idea of this was basically just to let the fans know they're in the building. Seth Rollins walked up to Jey Uso right before he was going to walk out for his match, and he said, "Something just doesn't feel right tonight." And Jey was like, I know. And Seth was like, I'm gonna watch your back. And then Jey walked off, and Seth just kind of looked like weary. So that was kind of the deal there. And then Jey Uso came out there with Shinsuke Nakamura, and 2-segment match. But like right when we came back from commercial, we pretty much went right to the finish. Back and forth action, yeet punches. Nakamura does his Nakamura stuff. They had just a fairly average wrestling match, and then ultimately the real big thing here, and I don't know if you guys could tell. Like for me, when I was watching this, I knew for a fact like this match was a backdrop to a bigger angle. They're not actually just ending it on a generic Jay versus Nakamura match 2 weeks out from WrestleMania, and they did not. Jay's fighting Shinsuke, and then Solo and Jimmy come out. And Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins fight those two guys, but then Drew came out of nowhere and boom, he spiked Seth Rollins on the floor with the what was his DDT called again? The Future Shock.
Future Shock
DDT. Jey Uso is kind of distracted, but he's able to get the win with a spear. He gets the win, so everything's all happy there. But then Cody's fighting Jimmy on the backstage area. They're brawling all over the backstage area, and he's beating Jimmy's ass. He's kicking Jimmy's ass. He's throwing him all over the place. He's throwing him into tables and shit and throwing him into the door. So I'm like, yeah, Cody, get that nigga. But out of nowhere, if you smell, boom, Jimmy comes in, hits him from behind. Boom, fuck, nigga. What you thought was going to happen? You're like, what? And he's beating his ass. He's like, yeah, look at him. Look at him. Look at your guy. Look at your hero.
Walking up on niggas' hit, just spamming almighty push and shit.
Oh my god! What was the Japanese name of that move? Something Tensei.
Sharon Tensei.
That man came in and said Shinra Tensei. Shinra Tensei. Just booming this nigga, bro. He's
walk down on that nigga, bro.
He's throwing. Cody is coughing and crying and pissing. Rock is like, look at your hero. Look at what do you think was gonna have talking all that shit about my family? Talking about that shit. Bah, bitch. He took a toolbox.
Look at you now, boy. Look at you now, boy.
Yeah. He said, look at you now, boy. Yeah, get a boy. I'm like, what? A boy?
Now, boy, bro.
Yeah, that boy is something serious.
Yo, why does he have a southern? He brings up that random Texas drawl when he's whipping a nigga.
Yo, this nigga is from California. He's from fucking Florida. Why are you talking with a southern fucking accent?
That man said, "Get up, boy." Yeah, boy, you like that? I know you like that one, boy. Get up, bitch.
You know who else likes it? Mama Rose.
Yo, that nigga said, "I got
look at your boy."
That nigga said, "I got a method. I'm gonna turn into a slave catcher right now. I'm gonna give him that old school ass, that old school ass with him right now."
Mama Rose, look at your boy, Mama Rose.
Mama Rose. He's beating his ass and he's calling him boy. He has the Texas drawl. Cody's coughing and pissing, and then Rock opens the door to go outside. And oh my God, guys, it is raining outside, and I'm like,
I gotta find this picture.
Crazy. You gotta get some pictures up, Rob. But
yeah, bro,
it's raining. Rock is standing over his body with the Versace on and the shades, and he's like, "Don't run now, boy. Don't run now, boy."
I can't get pictures of the blood, but I'll try to find something.
Yeah, but he was telling us, "Don't run now, and he's beating him. Bah. He's kicking his ass,
yeah, nigga,
and then
don't run, Cody.
He nigga got Gunther up chilling. He gets Cody right, but oh my God, he was hanging him over the ledge, bro. I thought he was gonna throw him off. And I'm like, is he gonna kill Cody Rhodes? He doesn't, and he throws him right to the nightmare bus. That was a nightmare bus if y'all saw. And Cody is bleeding. We cut back to Cody Rhodes, and he bladed. And he is leaking. And this is the first blade job on Monday Night Raw since, I want to say, early 2009. Ric Flair bladed in a beatdown angle with Randy Orton. What's up?
I think so. I think you might be right, actually.
Yeah, Randy Orton beat up Ric Flair like shortly after the PG era started. And Ric Flair bladed because he's Ric Flair. But yeah, so Cody's bleeding at this point. And Rock said, "All right, I'm done talking. I'm talking to Mama Rhodes now." And he undoes his buckle of his belt. And he has a weight belt on it. And the belt says Mama Rhodes. And he takes the blood off Cody Rhodes' face and smears it on the belt. And he puts the belt on camera. And he was like, and he was just saying like, "Mama Rhodes, I'm going to give this to you, Mama Rhodes. I'm going to give this to you. That's the blood of your son, boy." And one of his last big line to Cody was, this is what happens when you fuck with the final boss. and gave him one last big punch, rammed him right into the door, stood over his body, and spit on him.
Just hawked her. Just hawked her.
And then looked the camera dead in the
Really
eyes.
just
Looked the camera dead in the eyes. And Raw went off the air.
Yo, Cody. Don't you fucking run, nigga. Come here, nigga.
Look at this. Look at this. This is a grown man. This is a grown man. I'm dangling him over the fucking thing.
Get this fucking Samoan pride. Just 12 inches of Dwayne. Just 12 inches of fury. Did I say 12? My bad, Dwayne. 14 inches of just Samoan aura and mana.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yo, what are you?
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Y'all know the rumor, right?
What's up?
If you smack your arm 3 times while chanting out mana, Dwayne Johnson will show up and beat the fuck out of Cody Rhodes.
Is that like something in this picture?
Come on, nigga.
Yo, those Chris sounds while looking at this picture of Rock looks crazy.
Come here, Cody. Don't you fucking run, nigga. Look at my badass tattoo of a skull of a fucking bull, nigga.
This godly nigga.
Fuck, don't you can run, Cody Rhodes.
Listen.
Hey, Dustin, I see you on social media talking shit.
What are you gonna do?
Yo, don't make me send our Samoan goons to AEW to get you, nigga.
You really touch.
My goodness.
Dust.
Worth mentioning, guys, that as he's beating Cody Rhodes up, there's a WWE production truck in the backdrop. And the faces you saw on there were Steve Austin and John Cena.
2 niggas not better than Dwayne.
They're not, but maybe together. Their combined forces.
They're definitely showing up at Mania and Bloodlines rules.
They're gonna share their energy with Cody for Cody's Spirit Bomb. Cody is gonna give Roman and the Bloodline a big WWE Avengers Spirit Bomb.
That's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Yo, when that glass shot, when that stare down happens, do you think Rocky could get Steve to come back for like a little run?
A run, probably not, but he'll definitely be at Mania.
Yeah.
You think if he's like, yo, bro?
I think to be honest, I'm fine with him just swinging a chair and doing a stunner, bro. We don't need to have him wrestle.
We don't need a run, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Alive. I wouldn't mind a promo though, where he's just kind of like, I think the Bloodline are a bunch of sons of bitches.
He's like,
the Owens match was a perfect send-off.
It was a perfect send-off. Yeah.
I don't think he does a match. I'm saying like, he just gets involved.
Yeah, I think it's perfect for them to be in a situation where Cody's getting stomped out, and you just cue the theme songs and they run out and save Cody. I think that's a cool moment where John Cena gives Solo the AA because Solo did beat him up last time we saw them, and Steve Austin gives Jimmy a stunner. So
I can't cap, bro. I need Stone Cold on Netflix talking his shit.
I will say the moment where Rock takes the shades off and he's shocked at the sight of Austin is gonna be so funny. Like it's gonna be so amazing. We're like, I'm tripping. No. Jimmy's gonna be facing Jay. So Rock is 100% gonna get offset by Austin, and Cena's gonna offset Solo, and it's gonna be funny. It's almost like his old rival being the one who still has his number. Rock's gonna be having those big bug eyes and take the shades off like, you motherfucker, looking at Austin, and Austin's gonna be like, yeah, bitch, hit him with that stunner.
I need The Rock and Stone Cold on Netflix calling each other all types of motherfuckers and bitches. And
if you go back to '99, Chris, when Rock and Austin would like have that face off before they would throw punches, Rock would like have these big wide bug eyes.
Yeah.
He'd be like, you motherfucker, and like Austin would be like, bitch, and they would start fighting. But I gotta be honest, that Bloodline Rules match is probably gonna be mad entertaining. That's just probably gonna be dumb entertaining. Roman lucky that Plunder's gonna save him.
I'm crying.
That nigga gonna be saved by plunder and vibes, bro. And now that they can blade again, yeah, that's gonna be the Fed match.
I think he does it. I think he does a crucifix power bomb ski for the vibe.
Sure, I think the match is gonna be awesome, but I will say it's worth noting that Roman wasn't here. And bro, wake up, bro. It's WrestleMania 40. Where you at? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Bro, niggas. See, all y'all favorite wrestlers can have mental health breaks, but when we want to take mental health breaks, like, holy shit.
Nah, bro. It's the Mania season, though, bro.
You just ableist. I don't know what to tell you.
Shut up.
Oh, Adam Legend, $5. This is for Ibu. What if Dustin appeared? Okay, we did this already.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Chris is here from AOC, $2.
Hello, Miss AOC.
I'm crying.
Hush, $1.99. Y'all think they run in the blade at Mania? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I don't know.
Yes.
Cody might not because I feel like I don't know. I guess they would. If WWE doesn't care about that picture of Cody with the belts and he's covered in blood, if they don't care, then yeah, he's going to blade.
Yo, The Rock is gonna look at that nigga and be like, "Yo, you're blading."
Chris, you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? Rock gets to do whatever he wants, and Rock's mind. What's fire is like cursing and blood. You know, like that's what's fire. That's what wrestling is to Rock. So he's like, nigga, we're gonna make this shit as popping as possible. Bro, he was telling people backstage, Chris. He was saying like, I want these to be the best main events in the history of like WWE. Like that's like his mindset. He's like, yo, these got to be the most crazy, exciting, insane main events like ever in wrestling history. Like that's his mentality. So he's definitely that match is gonna be agented by Rock hilariously. Like that blood.
Rob, are you smoking?
No.
He's a degenerate.
During Ramadan?
Yo, this is crazy, bro.
During Ramadan?
No, I'm doing my thing.
Bro, you might as well eat then, bro. Like you're not fat.
Like, so if I was the fake Muslim for eating, but you get to smoke during Ramadan?
Nah, yeah, Rob's chain is fake, bro. Rob's chain is fake.
Bro, I never said I was fasting. I never said I was. No. I've been doing. Yo, Chris, I did more than your big ass coming on here eating yogurt on camera. So I don't know why you're talking.
I wasn't
smoking. On camera eating.
You're going to hell. You're going to hell, by the way. For that, you're going to hell. You shouldn't be smoking anyways.
I'm doing my thing.
Yo, Aditya brings up a good point in the chat. Oh, I lost the comment, but
I've been doing my thing for a week.
Okay, Rob.
Rob, shut up for a second. I lost it, but Rock told Cody it didn't have to be this way, but now this is the only way.
That's just fire.
Chris talking about it. Chris was doing acid and everything else during Ramadan. By the way,
talking about this.
All right, let's get to the next super chat.
Corey David, $2. When Rock needs a quick reboot, WWE always helps. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yo, he should start playing villains now, bro. Not no fucking anti-heroes.
He's
not
a good villain.
Could be a good guy. Fuck that. Straight villains.
Bro, he is so good at being a super villain, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corey.
Hey, man.
Corey
it is what it is. Chi-Town Spurs, $2. Give Gerwitz the book.
Yeah, I can't lie.
He's better than fucking Twip Away.
Nah, but people would get mad.
Yo, what is Hunter thinking when he like these niggas are doing all this saucy ass stuff and he's like, it's like, what's stopping you, bro? Like, what is stopping you?
I'll just book DIY. Get the Marks happy. Marks aren't happy to DIY anymore, bro. It's 2024.
I feel like
that's not true.
I bet you Hunter's excuse is standards and practices. I can't curse. We can't do all that type of stuff or whatever. But bro, well, if they get to Netflix,
look at this nigga Rob.
Bro, it's crazy.
I'm literally lighting an incense. You're my dick.
This dude Rob is crazy, bro. Thank you, Chi-Town.
I'm just lighting an incense. You're my dick.
Rob is crazy. Rob is different, yo.
All right, bro. Y'all are on dick.
Yeah.
Y'all are on dick.
Go
ahead, do your job and read the super chats.
Black Yakuza. No. Go ahead, Chris.
No, never mind.
I'm crying. How am I supposed to care about Roman Rock now? I think he meant Roman Cody. And yeah, bro, Roman needs to, his next TV appearance, he needs to do something insane. Roman needs to blow somebody up.
Yeah.
He needs to blow a nigga up, bro.
Yo, I said this like last year. They should have did all this last year with him. They should have did beat downs, blood, and everything else with him. And it's very unfortunate that he just doesn't care.
Yo, low key, bro. SmackDown needs to be Roman just interrupting every segment and beating niggas up.
That'd be fire.
He need to restore his aura, but he need to just interrupt.
They did that last year.
Do it again, bro. Roman needs to be like, niggas forgot about me. Niggas forgot about me and start beating up niggas, bro.
He gotta make niggas bleed then, bro, because it won't be effective unless he make me.
Let him bleed.
Hey man.
Thank you for the super chat, Black Apple.
He's doing his thing. Mental health very good.
Will Chisholm, $5 super chat. Cody was looking like 1985 Ric Flair with all that blood. Theme Rock scared my daughter. The flirting is back.
The feeling. Yeah, the feeling is back.
Bro, feeling is back. Is crazy.
I'll tell you this. Seeing that angle in real time was like, it's hard to describe, to be honest with you. Like, I just missed the Attitude Era in real time. I started watching wrestling consistently around like 2002. And I've seen all the moments, right? Over the years, whether it be on DVDs, YouTube, the network, seen everything there is to see. But in the moment, seeing it in real time, it's hard to explain. Like you don't know what's about to happen. Like I didn't know if Cody was gonna get thrown off the bridge. You know, it is dramatic and compelling television. Yeah. Thank you, Will.
Alien Love 199. Ricochet is great, just needs a repackage for real. No. What does he need? Why would it? What
he doesn't
have a package?
Everybody wants to like make him this and make him that. Let him just be him, bro.
Oh, bro, he's just pro. There are people in wrestling that can be just a man that wrestles. There are people. Not many people are good at doing this gimmick. But hey, people like Dean Malenko. Dean Malenko was just a man that wrestled.
Well, I don't know if that's a good example.
Oh yeah, I mean, he didn't have a gimmick, is what I mean. Like he was still successful despite not having a gimmick. He was just a man that wrestled.
Thank you, Alan.
Anyway, Hush 199. Rico is getting heated up because Braun is back soon.
No. Braun's gonna be out for a while, buddy.
The way WWE tells stories, if Braun was coming back soon, they would prepare that by having Ricochet get beat up by tag teams a lot. Yes. And it's like, is there no one to save Ricochet?
Is there no one in the locker room? They yell it really loud into the mic. Like, is there nobody?
This is unfair. It's 2-on-1. Ricochet has nobody by his side.
Ricochet is getting stomped out right now.
And then like on week 3 of these beatdowns, you hear the Braun Strowman thing. That's what WWE tells stories of tag teams coming back together. Ricochet getting singles wins and showcases. That's Triple H ease. That's Triple H looking for. He's gonna get a title shot.
Here's something. When did Braun get his neck fused?
May.
Was it like around the same time as Kyle, or was Kyle way before?
Kyle was like almost a year prior.
God damn. He's gonna be fucking going a minute then, huh?
You never know it. You just really don't know what next.
Pause. Hush 199. Let Gerwitz book the Cody Orton feud. That's money.
Brian Gortz would have Chris calling Orton good.
I promise you, he wouldn't. Because after the segments, Orton would have to wrestle.
He's not a bad wrestler, bro.
He's just not a bad wrestler. He's not a bad wrestler.
He has some slow ass, boring match, but like Randy is slick good, bro. You just gotta get
Triple H and Randy Orton has one of the greatest WrestleMania feuds of all time. And how was the match?
Well, that's because Triple H. I like Triple H, but I can admit Triple H has a history of bad WrestleMania main events.
All right, what about the Rock matches?
Wait, Rock and who?
Not Rock. What about the Cena matches?
Bro, they got trash chemistry, bro.
Yeah.
No, so there has to be someone. So it's Cena doesn't. So it's Cena. It's Triple H, but it's not Randy. So Randy's not the problem here. Is what y'all saying?
No, Randy is the problem sometimes.
Randy has like his thing, like his slow down shit.
I think with certain.
What about the Kofi feud?
That was okay.
Were the matches okay?
Yeah, the matches were like 3.5.
No, they weren't. You need to rewatch those matches.
It's so
Hey,
bad.
I'm never gonna do that, but I'm not doing that ever in my life.
That's okay
was
then.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
Thank you, Hush.
Alrighty. Chi-Town Spurs, $5. Skirt jokes, cornet references, and being ableist. You know,
It wasn't looking good. I will say.
I've heard. I won't talk about the Cornette stuff too much because that's probably the talking point today too. But I've heard Punk be saying some no words.
Nah,
No words in his spare time.
Stop it, Chris. No, he doesn't.
I heard he be saying some no words.
Stop it, Chris.
Man.
You gotta.
Sources are saying that some things that CM Punk says about a certain group of people.
Nah, y'all gotta stop and let me.
If what I'm hearing is true.
Y'all just be like throwing things at, like,
Yo.
Chris, how would you feel if I was like Kenny Omega? Things he be doing.
I don't care, nigga. Kenny like boys.
Y'all are bad people.
Yo, I'm just saying.
Koran Merchant Danny, 100 rupees. Hearing it broken down makes that Seth Drew Punk segment even better. It's so godly, bro. When I was rereading the lines, I was like, bro, this was so good. It was just so good.
It was just literally them yelling at each other the whole time, and CM Punk having a GRA in the middle of the. Oh wait, him having a temper tantrum in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, someone said he be saying nigga.
Nah, it's another word.
Shut up, Chris. Someone said Punk and Cornette have
sources are telling me.
But I will say back in the IW Mid South and ROH days, a lot of them niggas were saying nigga, and they weren't niggas. A lot of them niggas
sources are saying
50 Cent was a very influential rapper.
Sources are saying that when Jake Atlas walked into the locker room during CM Punk's AEW tenure.
Come on, bro. Stop it.
I didn't say nothing. What did I say?
Bro, these unsubstantiated.
Sources are saying that when CM Punk seen
Thank
Duke
you for the
Hudson
super
a few
chat,
months ago,
man. Let's get to the next super chat, please.
He's seen Duke Hudson. Hush 199 because of Take and Kazu. How likely is Knock to AEW?
Tony Khan, if you sign Shinsuke Nakamura, you were on. I don't know.
Yo, he's just gotta sign him. Just be like, yo, I got two of the Musketeers.
That would. Jeez.
Yo, bro. All right, bro. Nakamura is cooked food, bro. It is what it is, right? Like, if Nakamura did go to AEW, which please don't sign this nigga. If he did go to AEW, what do you want to see Nakamura do in AEW other than him having him and any of the wrestle how he wants to wrestle?
You know what's nasty about it, bro?
He could just go back to New Japan.
Yeah, I'd rather him just go back to New Japan and have 3.25-star matches with people. The thing about it is I feel like AEW fans would they would take victory laps just to be able to do them, but once the matches start matching, it'd be very apparent very quickly oh, he really is just done. So
yeah,
bro, it'll peak at a 3.75-star match with Danielson. That would be the peak on a Collision.
Nah, I could get the 4, depending. Bro, I think Knox is. First of all, I think he doesn't have any motivation, right? But I also just think he just can't. He just can't do the shit he used to be able to do. Oh. And that's not even he can still do the kicks, but he can't do the kicks with the fucking ferocity and precision he used to be able to do them with. Now, if he goes back to New Japan, I would not be mad at him being world champ over there, right? Maybe something about the tiger the lion would wake him up.
I do think New Japan would get whatever the maximum is at a current Nakamura. New Japan would probably get it out of him, but I don't think that maximum is anything special right now.
No. When's his deal up?
I have no idea.
He's better than current. Is he better than current Tanahashi? Probably.
I'd rather watch Tana, but
I'd rather watch Tanahashi, but just
Tana's more physically cooked than him, but I would rather watch Tana.
Who's better at him and Shibata? I'd probably say Shibata.
Shibata, bro.
Easily.
All these Nakamura WWE Raw matches, you put Shibata in there, and they're all better matches. Every single one of them are better matches.
Bro, because he's just gonna slap the shit out of. Bro, I don't get why doesn't Knox just be aggressive?
I don't know, bro. And also his gear is terrible too.
Yeah, that nigga be coming out in a full suit, bro.
He got rid of it. Vince made him get rid of it when he was doing the Rick Boog stuff. He made him.
I don't know why he brought it back. Thank you, Hush.
Caden Lee of the Performance Center, $199. AEW and WWE production stepping up.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of good shots, a lot of cool camera angles, much less cuts, which is good. You don't need 17,000 cuts in a wrestling match. Chris, you know what's so funny? Caden earlier in the chat, he said Mustafa Ali has an announcement later this week or something. And someone replied with Ali in 2024.
Yo, I won't speak on the brother during Ramadan, but
right, yeah, for sure. But like,
yo, niggas really wanted him in AEW. Bro.
Yo, all I'm gonna say, Chris, is like, I don't know how you see, like, you're watching wrestling TV, right? You see CM Punk, you see The Rock, you see Will Ospreay, you see Okada, you see Swerve, you see Mercedes, and you're like, yo, but you know what's really moving the streets right now, bro? Ali.
Come on, bro.
Like, you're not being honest, bro. Like, you're just not being honest.
I'll say what him and Hiromu are doing on Twitter is kind of cute, but
I hope their match is really good, and even though I don't love Ali as a wrestler, I do respect him as a man, as a good Muslim brother. So
yo, that nigga,
come on.
You started off as a cop, and then you turned into a revolutionary, and now you're a politician. So I don't want beef with you.
Come on, Chris. Come on. Not too much. Thank you, Caden. Thank you, Caden.
All right.
He was, by the way, he was the leader of a kayfabe Antifa group, by the way. And now he's a politician.
Come on, guys. Mir Chandani, 100 rupees. I don't care if Big Bronson brought out a gun for that finish. He should not be beating Sami Zayn. I know that was the story. Doesn't mean it's good.
Thank you. Just because something is a story doesn't mean the story sucks him. No, it sucks him. Why? Why, when you're going to face the most dominant champion, probably in WWE history, not named Roman Reigns, and he's probably even more dominant than Roman because he doesn't use interference to win his matches.
No interference.
Why are you losing to Thick Boy Bronson Reed? Who, yeah, he's big. He's built up as a monster, but he's lost multiple times. Like, you beat him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to. I don't know, bro. Why didn't Chad Gable this? Why isn't he in the fucking match?
Yeah. It's just just don't get me started. Thank you, Corinne.
Thank you, Corinne. Hush, 199. Yo, Hush, 199. Saudi is gonna drop $100 million for Rock and Austin. Yes, they will. And it's
those niggas will be like, nah, let me not make.
Yo.
I was about to make a crazy joke, bro.
I don't know if they do the 1-on-1, but Saudi would definitely do like Rock and Roman versus Cody and Stone Cold.
I'll tell you this, Rock, whatever movie Rock would plan to be filming during the Saudi season, I bet you Saudi could top the money for Rock to get Rock on the show.
Probably.
Thank you, Hush.
All right, they paying you $100 million. All right, we'll give you $250 million.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Chris John Mike, $2. What does that mean?
He said Stone Cold
gotta eat a spear for the culture.
I will say Roman spearing Stone Cold would be gas.
Yeah, like like his cousins, the biggest rival, his cousin, he just takes him out in an instant with a spear. That'd be fire.
Yeah, like let's say like Rock ate a stunner, and Austin's like kind of feeling himself and shit, and Roman's like, no, come here, old man, and he just beats the dog water out of him. That would be kind of gas.
That'd be fire. So I have a question for you two. Over or under new bloodline member debuting at Mania? I'm talking about Jacob Fatu, maybe Zilla.
I think with this setup,
Tonga.
It's possible, but I think with this setup, I think it's a post-Mania direction. I think it's a New Year's.
I think so too.
I think it's a New Year's Dash on SmackDown type of situation.
Yeah.
I feel the same thing, and I also feel like I don't know, bro. It's either two options for me. if Roman and Rock win night 1, then obviously Cody's winning the title. But if on night 2, if Cody wins, if somehow Seth and Cody win, which I don't think they're doing at this point, but if they win, then we're definitely getting new Bloodline members on night 2. Corey David, $5. I feel Samantha Irving is the only thing keeping Ricochet in the WWE. Also, HBK investment in Trick versus Mello is his Ciampa versus Johnny Blackman main event. Yeah.
I feel like Samantha's the only thing keeping Ricochet in the WWE. I can't speak for that, but shout out to Samantha Irvin. That's a good woman.
That's a good woman.
Absolutely. Trick and Mello. I hope the match is really good. Mello.
It won't be.
Trick is really over. His match.
Trick is really good, but the problem isn't Trick. It's Mello.
I hope the match is really good. Mello is reportedly going to be going up to the main roster after the match. So come on, Chris. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens there. Fightful Select again. They said that WWE production wasn't anticipating CM Punk's line on Raw where he cursed, and there was a memo sent to talent recently that discouraged them from swearing on air.
Oh, brother.
So
well,
there's
clearly Rocky break the rules.
Clearly, Rocky didn't get that memo.
No, Rock definitely didn't get that memo.
Yo, they sent Rock that email and he wrote back LMAO in all caps. Man, yo, Hunter's like, look, you can do you, but just don't say fuck on TV. And Rock's like, I got you. And he came back to Kearney. He's like, my fault, gang. I just kind of blacked out. My fault.
He's like, yeah, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah. Thank you for the. Here we go. Jacob Donnelly, $5. Any talent who still want to complain about Dwayne getting free range to be demoted to janitor duty, let Mana Man cook forever. That's what Chris said yesterday, bro. Chris was like, bro, like these jobbers gotta understand, bro. Like,
no, fucking Donovan dickhead. You don't get fucking the curse, like that. Draw, and then you can curse. Be the highest paid man in Hollywood. Then you can curse on TV.
Facts,
man, bro. Like you niggas. I'm not saying you niggas don't bring any value.
Who do we think was complaining backstage? Who do y'all think was complaining?
It was definitely a bum ass dude, bro.
It was definitely just a bum ass nigga. Nah, I don't think it was Seth. I think Seth, if he wanted to, he could probably curse and get away.
Yeah.
Who was complaining backstage?
I'm trying to think of like who just a lame nigga, bro. Yo, Baron Corbin was definitely like,
come on, bro. Like we're on fucking USA on Tuesday. You're telling me I can't curse?
That nigga was definitely pissed.
Yeah. Thank you, Jacob, for the super chat.
Right, I think that is the last super chat of the show.
Oh man, we went long pause, but I had a lot of fun here. It was a really explosive show. When I recapped it, like this was a very good episode with the big high points, obviously being the Rock stuff and CM Punk in that segment with Drew and Seth. But this is the type of this is the type of show the build for WrestleMania needed. Really, really exciting, and I hope we top it from here at this point, to be honest. And I hope Roman Reigns gets in on the act and starts to put some buckets up. But I want to thank Chris for being here. I want to thank Rob for being here. I want to thank all you guys. We had over.
Well, speaking of, what happened to Jonna? Why didn't she make it?
She her new job schedule is such that she won't be available for Raw. Like she gets off at 5 p.m. now. So the plan going forward is she's going to do the Sunday podcasts and she's going to do the watch-alongs for Dynamite. So
that sounds like the Raw review. Oh, I don't want to get ahead of myself or anything about it.
Hey, Big Dewey got Chris feeling. Hey, Dewey, how long you staying, bro?
Yo, I was just saying, as long as Dewey is on that show, I will pull up for the Raw review.
You should be on the Joe Holbert contract. Joe Holbert, when Dynamite got bad, he just stopped doing the show. But when it got good again, he was basically like, all right, I'm back until it gets asked.
Yeah, he was like, yo, I'm not doing these Dynamite reviews.
Yo, AO and Joe literally just review shows until if they like them. Like I like the summer review. It'd be like that though, bro. If like you just don't care and the show's ass, it's like, bro, why am I here talking about this? Bro?
Yeah, I'm not about to fucking make myself depressed. Reviewing that fucking sucked.
But Chris, you can come on anytime you want, and I thought this was a really great show and a great. I had a great time, guys. Thank you so much for supporting. We will be back at this next week. What's today? Tuesday. I'm not sure if this dumb guy live tonight, but stay tuned for that. Tomorrow there'll be the Dynamite watch along for what should be a really fun episode of Dynamite with some really great matches. So for Chris and Rob, I'm Ebu of WrestlePurist, and this was the Raw review.